All right, everybody, let's get back to this playthrough right here. We got 0 people in the food. We've got ourselves another workshop. We got another workshop there coming in. We've got our steelworks going. We've added a steam hub to keep that nice and warm. Over here, we've got a gathering station trying to get the last of this surface stuff. How much we got left? About 700, looking good. Our coal is kind of, all right, we're still doing okay, but now we got to watch out. Now we got to think ahead, right? We're day 7 right now, going into day 8, 9, 10, 10 and a quarter. We're going to get a drop of 1 level. It's going to go down. It's going to stay down. So watch out. Watch out. So we got to bring the heat. We got to bring the heat, and I'm bringing it big time. Bringing it big time. How are we looking out here? What's this guy doing? This guy's still making his way out to there. Then I'm going to run him all the way over here to the weather station. And I've got tons of people right now. Day 7, and I've got 159 people. I've got them all working in some way or another, except for some engineers, which I need to get this other building. I'm going to put them in there, and I'm going to have one worker who's just going to be sitting there going, "Duh." That's how he's going to be looking. He looks just like that. He looks just like that when he's doing his thing. All right, hold on. Kind of like this. It's kind of like that. But hey, we got to do what we got to do. Come on, peeps, build my stuff. Now, my one worker, of course, can help out with the building. Oh, there we go. We've reached it. Now, again, look how many things happen very, very quickly in this game. I love the fact that stuff happens fast. This is the crash site, Fate of the Forgotten. There is plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of this our expedition. Searching amongst the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They were tangled together in a single frozen mass, as if these people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth before they died. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. We're going to take those resources, 152 wood and 34 food. Now, one of the things I wonder, if you go to this first, or if you go toward this first, do they survive? Are they still alive by the time you make there? Is it by how long it takes you to get to them? Or is that a set story and it's always the same? Right? See, that's the kind of stuff I think of. I think of that stuff. Now, next time, I'll rush out there as quick as I can. Maybe they'll still be alive. I don't know. Try it out for yourself. Try it out for yourself. All right, so we got those supplies. What are we going to do? We're going to run those supplies back, right? And just, let's go look at our supplies. What do we got? 713, 45, 110, 4 steam cores, right? And if we roll over this guy over here on the upper right-hand corner, let me get my red arrow. If we roll over this guy right here in the upper right-hand corner here, you can see that 152 and 34, 152 wood, 34 food is being brought back. Now, do I need that food? Do I need that wood right now? It would be helpful, but it will take time. And time is not a lot we have, right? We don't have a lot of time. We got to go over here. Boom. So I'm going to click on this, make sure this guy's clicked. Click on this over here on that weather station. And there we go. A tall building with some particular devices on the roof. It is most likely a weather station set up by scientists from Winterhome. Go. Go, go. Nice, nice. Looking sharp. Let the game run some more. Again, we got 5 people. We got 5 people doing nothing. I don't like to see it. I don't like to see people doing nothing, but there's nothing else we can do. Maybe we can go ahead, put some people in here. Hey, there we go. We can put some people in there because we got 60 food up there. They can at least be converting that while we're waiting for this to be built. And they're going to convert all that food in no time. Got our peeps brought in. There we go. Wall drill research. Do we have enough for the wall drill? If we did it, awesome. If we were awesome enough to micromanage all of our resources all of this time, by this time in the game, we should be able to, causing a shadow, we should be able to do the wall drill. And we can tell right away because we can select it here. Otherwise, it would be kind of showing that we need resources. So here we are. We're going to grab the wall drill. Notice what happens. Notice the green right here. These are the only 2 places you can put them, right? And we'll zoom out a little bit. We'll look around for more of them. Nope, no more little places there. So we're going to go ahead and say, okay, this is where we can go. Now, which one's the better of the 2 to choose? If I choose here, I could run a road right down to here, but it's a fairly long road, right? Or if I choose over here, wow, how convenient, Kismet. It's like you built those there on purpose so you could run a road there so that it would run to this in the long run. Yep, that's how far I'm thinking ahead because I've already played through a bunch of times. So I know I can anticipate what I might need each time. And that's one of the things I love to do. I love to be more efficient, more efficient, more efficient, and it allows you to learn the game mechanics in a deep, deep way. All right, what are we going to do next? Now, really, at this point, you've done your ultimate start. You've done your ultimate start. If you just follow me up to that point and say, Kismet, I'm going to play it however I want the rest of the way, go for it. It's up to you. You've got an amazing start. You have a good chance of winning now. You got a good 50 to 80% chance of winning, depending on your choices. But if you'd like to continue on, this is where it becomes really your prerogative, right? So we're going to go heating first. So what can I do? Generating power. It's gonna actually allow me to bring my generator level up one, so I can generate more heat at a cost of more resources, right? Of more coal. Generator range allows us to turn up the generator range setting to extend the heat zone out. Now, why you would ever want to turn that down? I guess to save resources, but it seems like a waste to me. It seems like a waste, right? But right now, actually, I don't need to turn it down because what I want to do is I want to just go ahead and use my heaters for now. So I don't really need that one right now. Now, on hard mode, I would do that one right now because hard mode, the cold lasts longer. So watch out for that. So we've got some scouts over here that we could choose. So we have 2 rounds of scouts. So we'll go much faster, right? Then under resources, of course, we could do a wall. We already did wall drill. We can do sawmill. Don't ever click that. I think that's a waste. Coal, clean, waste. Coal mining. Yeah. Research depot. It's almost time for my normal stream. But I've been mega streaming. Been streaming for how long right now? 4 hours and 14 minutes. We're going to keep on going here in this mega stream, in this bonus mega stream. I mean, not only are you getting a mega stream, but you're getting a bonus mega stream. Big thanks to my mods who are backing me up tonight. Appreciate it. Oh my God, Kismet is human. He is eating. I know, huh? I rarely eat on stream because I think it's a little rude. But when I'm mega streaming, I would have to stop the stream and go eat, right? So I hope you guys indulge me a little bit. I'm just going to eat some fries. And then when we switch from this game, when we crush this game, when we switch to Fallout 4, I'll probably eat my burger then. It'll be very, very cold by then. But luckily, I've got a microwave. I could microwave it, but I'll just probably eat it cold. And then we'll play some Fallout 4. All right? Let's do it. I'm going to cut out all this part of me eating in my guide, though. Okay, let's keep going. So the Resource Depot is pretty awesome, by the way. This one is a great one to do early on. Resource depots will be able to store 50% more resources. So instead of burning your resources, making more and more resource depots, you can go ahead and get double the amount of every single one. So coal does 900, right? So when you double it, it's 1,800 coal. That's a lot of coal to backlog, and we're going to backlog a lot. A lot. Like a crazy, insane a lot. In fact, we're going to try to beat our record of 70,000 last time. We're going to try to beat that this time. Let's do it. Let's start that one. Well, let's look around first. What do we got here? The hot house, the most expensive thing ever. Oh, it's down to 1. Oh, they changed that. They changed it. Oh, no, that's the first one. I was like, oh, they changed it. No, the first one is 1, and the second one is 2. Now, if you wanted to get a lot of food without using your people in there, this gets 30 food per day. The other one gets 20 food per day and requires 15 people. Now, you need to decide very early on which way you're going for food. Are you going this way for food, or are you going that way for food, right? Are you going hunters, or are you going to go down the hothouse line? Now, this one takes 1. I thought they changed it, but it's not, because it's actually this one down here where my noggin is. Right here, this industrial hothouse that takes 2 steam cores. So instead of having automations, which are out gathering resources for me 24 hours a day, I would burn them. I'd burn 1 on that, and then 2 on this, right? So, and they're very rare. You only get about 20 of them max. If you do it perfectly, you're only going to get about 20. Right, which is not good. Or roughly about 20. I think maybe 25. We'll find out. But right about that many, right? So those are super rare. They're the ultimate advanced rare resource. So do I spend it on these, or do I not and just go heavy into the hunters? Now, I prefer to go in the hunters because 1, these buildings are massive. They are huge. They suck up a lot of your space. And 2, it's just easier to put more people on Hunter's Hut or flying hunter's hut than it is to put him on this thing. Though you can do a perfectly valid playthrough with this. All right? I would rather not. Okay, hunter's gear we already got. Medical post. Oh, I forgot to read it. So the hothouse allows us to build hothouses. A few hardy crops can be grown here, so it grows crops. Grown here. Supply up to 30 raw food per day. Now, this might be useful in hard mode, where you really have trouble with food. You have trouble with food. You have trouble with sickness very, very early on. So I would imagine this is better in hard mode than in medium mode. So I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. Maybe in a hard mode playthrough in the future, I'll go ahead and try it. We got a medical post upgrade. Thanks to improved tech tools and methods, people employed in the medical post will heal 10% faster. Now, 10% is not a lot, so I don't know if that's useful right now. Over here, we got bunkhouse. Allows us to build bunkhouses. Dwelling for 10 people that is adequately protected against the weather. So what it does is it actually boosts your insulation of your houses. So your houses are no longer tents, they're bunkhouses, so they can resist that cold a bit better. Now, really, any of these choices are a good choice, right? Bunkhouse, medical post, resource depot, coal mining, more scouts, heating, any of those choices are fine at this point. They're just fine, and plus you're going to research all the other ones anyway, right? But for me, scouts. Now, why is it scouts? The reason why it's scouts is because more scouts allows us to deploy an additional scout team at the beacon, raising the limit to 2. Meaning you could have 2 scout things, one person going one way, one group going the one way, one group going the other way, and boom, you're getting that resources. Lickety split, and you're exploring a ton of stuff. We're gonna do that. Boom, more scouts. Let's do it. Especially if our dude's way out here, right, and we want to explore the rest of this. We want to go ahead and start him across there, and then we can bring both of them back, and then later on, over there, everybody. We're going to get it on. Sorry for that spoiler if you guys haven't seen that yet. A little bit of a spoiler there. All right, so we got that going. Now we've got our people out here. Have they finished this yet? No, they got a ways to go. They got a ways to go. Come on, peeps, get that coal. Get that coal. So we got our peeps in there. We put some engineers in here. We'll take them out. We're going to leave one person in there to convert that food, right? They'll convert that food, and let's put them on technical. How we doing now? We are crushing. Look at that. 174% research out of 180. Now watch this. We're going to turn that up, and then we're going to roll this over. Now we're 174 out of 180. And you're like, wait a minute, Kismet. Why didn't work longer give you a better rate? Well, the longer shifts don't necessarily affect the rate, right? Now we also need to make sure that we are looking at our adaptation down here. And if you miss your adaptation a little bit, no big deal. Sometimes you can't even utilize that adaptation right away. Sometimes, but most of the time you can. Most of the time you click one of these, boom, you can put that building down right away. So what do I want first? Cemetery or public housing. I can also put extra rations for the ill. If you have a lot of food like I do, you can put extra rations for the ill down. And right here, extra rations for the ill. We can feed sick people extra rations to help them with the recovery. New ability, use extra rations in medical facilities to speed up recovery. So I'm going to speed up the recovery of my people and get them back to work as fast as possible. That sounds awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right now I've got 7 people there, and guess what? We're going to press that button. And you're like, what button, Kismet? What button? Right over here. You know how long it took me to figure out where that button was? That took me a long time to figure out where that is. Now, it actually explains to you this in the thing. It actually explains it to you in the thing. Actually, it'll explain it to me in a minute. But it actually explains it to you in here. I'm sure I didn't go past it, did I? I don't think I did. Let's look real quick. No, I didn't go past it. And when I first read it in the thing, I did not understand that. I did not understand it. It'll come up in the tutorial, and it will say that you have some items for your build. Oh, no, it's right there. It's right there. What is that? Building abilities. Right here. This was it. You unlocked a new ability by signing a law. Building abilities can affect society in many ways. Each has its cooldown and many costs. You can find out more and give them a building in the buildings panel. So I looked at it and I go, what the heck are they talking about? Abilities panel. I don't know what it is. And I looked all over the place. I couldn't find it. That's because my buildings didn't have any abilities yet. I think this right here, if I could give a little bit of feedback to the game, this should be later when you unlock an ability. This should not be this early in the game because you read this and then you don't know it. It took me a long time to find it. It took me a long time to find it. And those abilities are tied to the Book of Law. So instead of you taking hours and hours and hours to figure it out, I'll just help you right now. You go to Sustain Life, and then when I went to Extra Ration for the Ill, I signed this, and that introduced a new ability in my building, right? So let's go look at our various buildings. So we'll look at our tech building. Does that have an ability? Well, it has a heater, and it has an ability to do 24-hour shifts. But are there any other abilities? No. There's no other abilities there other than I can make them work longer. Let's make sure they're all working longer. There we go. Looking good. Down here. Longer shifts. Longer shifts. Longer shifts. Looking good. And we got one person doing the food. That's all we really need for right now. And we have 2 food places so our people aren't starving anymore. We need 4 more houses because we got 40 people without houses. We're going to deal with that in a second too. But right now we want to deal with this. We got 7 people sick. And here's that ability right there. Check it out, the extra rations. It's actually, you got to click on the building, and it's right there. Just so you know, this is the first time I've used this. It's the first time I've used it. I knew it was there. I knew what it did, but I didn't know how to find it. And I discovered it in my last playthrough when we were doing a preview copy. That's where that is. It's up there. When I put the churches down, I realized that's what it's talking about because they're up in the top there. So if you've been having trouble finding that, you're welcome. I just saved you hours of your life. So right up there, 10 food rations will be given to patients to speed up their recovery. Let's do it. Bam! 10 food rations right there. How about we do it over here on the other one? We're going to speed both of them up, right? Because 4 out of the 5 people are over here. And then over here, we've got that over here. Now, if I was smart, I would have looked at the time first and then pressed it to see how much it does, to how much it speeds it up. We'll do that next time. That was my bad. My bad. We'll do that next time. All right. Now we've got some things here. A note of thanks from the child shelter. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things. Things will be different. Hope rises slyly. It was the right thing to do. I did the wrong thing so many times. Doing the right thing this playthrough. All right. A word of advice. Steam cores. We have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city. So let's hope our scouts find them during our expeditions. Let's hope. Let's hope, everybody. All right, let's keep it going. Now, right here, we're still building that road. Or did we build that road? I thought we did. We did, right there, waiting for that road to be built. And again, they build in their idle time. When they're not working, they will do it at nighttime when they're not sleeping. When they're not sleeping, they will build stuff. This guy right here, still on his way. He is walking all the way out here to the weather station. He's going to discover some stuff over there and make his way back. And now we have the ability coming up for our scouts to send more scouts. We've got a cooldown on Book of Laws. We need to look at we got all of our people here. What else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? Right here, houses. Right? Look how much stuff, look how busy it keeps you. I like an RTS game that keeps you busy, right? Instead of just, it's like more, some RTS games, you put the stuff down and there's like these long periods where you're waiting to do something, right? And this is game balance here. This is game balance. This is exceptionally great game balance when you always have something to do. So we need 4 more. So obviously I'm going to put it right next to the heater here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now something else that's happening is this right here is also reaching all of these, right? Over here, this one's reaching those 4. But over on this side, we're not getting it over there. That's okay. That's okay if we don't. As long as they're being heated and staying nice and warm and my people are contented, I'm okay for now. But we'll go ahead and extend this out eventually. And that's it. That's all we got to do. We got everything kind of primed and ready to rock. We got no people not working. Let's do it. And again, gonna get that going. Now you might have failed the thing, by the way. You might fail this quest. They might give you a quest and say, hey, Kismet, you got to build these houses. But if you got to do what you got to do, you don't always have to do what they tell you to do. You can make your own choices and, you know, live or die by those choices. All right, we got that going. Now over here, we need 10 peeps. But we don't got 10 peeps. I'm going to turn that up to a longer thing here in medium mode. In hard mode, watch out for that because that will mess you up. So I'm going to go ahead and take 5 people out of here to do coal. And I'm going to put 5 people over here to start do wood, right? He's like, okay, I'll just take him out of coal since we have plenty of coal. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't take it out of your coal because right now we have no other resource for coal. So we want to keep coal maximum, right? Keep it working long shifts. You could try to do 24 hours, but somebody's going to die if you do that. So we're not going to do that. Now, right over here, we have the sawmill. Now, this one over here is only hitting this much, right? It's only hitting these two that are white. How do I know? Because I clicked on this, and I can see it's white if I'm not rolling over it. Now, I click on this one. This one's getting all of this, right? So it's got a lot more resources that it can collect. Now, I built these two just to boost the amount of wood I had at the very beginning to give me a really fast start on my building. So I really don't even need this one anymore. This one's producing 96, or I could be producing 120. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game, right? I could be producing 120, or I could be producing 86 right now, right? If I put this, or 7.2, which is going to drain that. Now, I could also just leave it. I could also leave it and let it deplete this resource as quick as possible and then go back. But there's no reason to do that. There's no reason to do that because you would rather get 120 over there versus 90, and then this other one's going to deplete all of this anyway, eventually. So I just let that one run. I'll let that other one stay there. This one's got to go. Oh, wait a minute. Let's take that out. You can also pause the demolition, by the way. Let's unpause that. Cancel. None. They're already out of there. And then we'll take that out. And then we'll take those workers and move them over here to the wall drill. All right, looking good. Got the extended hours. A little pissed at me, but they love me. They love their Kismet. They love their Kismet. All right, let me catch up on chat. Everything all right, says their game killer, says Sarge. Hey, Game and Jazz, says Amethyst Laney. Everybody say hello to the wonderful, the fantastic Amethyst Laney in the chat. Always looking after my health, making sure that Kismet doesn't do anything crazy, like making some mega streams tonight. That's right, we're doing another mega stream right tonight. I know I'm crazy. What can I say? Another mega stream. Let's do it. I missed a stream earlier. I apologize for that, everybody. I do have conditions that make it difficult for me to be consistent and make it difficult for me to be on time sometimes. But I got a lot of good sleep, and so we're just going to mega stream. Let's do it. We're going to go all night long. Now, we're going to run up to my Fallout time. And so I'm going to push my Fallout back until we win this game, and then we're going to play some Fallout no matter what. I will keep going until it's time for us some Fallout. So I do appreciate everybody understanding that. Mr. Annu is in here. What's up? Thank you for hanging out. That's Mr. Annu, another long-time supporter of the stream. Thanks for hanging out, brother. In fact, we'll call him Nick Valentine. There you go. There you go. Old Nicky V, as I like to call him. I'm sorry, we have proof. It's on one of his VODs from a recent stream. You must hark them from Fallout 3. There you go. I have eaten on stream before. Yes, I have. All right. My voice is going to be wrecked after this stream. Going to be wrecked, but that's okay. We're gonna take it to another level here. Hey, Kismet, what's up? Let's see who else is in. Now, feel free to say hello in the chat, everybody. People will actually say hi back to you. I want you to try it right now. I want you to take a moment, if you want to. Of course, you can lurk away. It's up to you. But take a moment. I want you to test out my chat. I want to see if people, if you say hi in the chat, I want to see if all my subs put a Kismet hi in there, if you do it. Let me go. Let's test it. Let's see. Let's see how the Kismet army is, right? Sometimes you go into some channels, they got 10 people in there. They got 10,000 people in there. You say hi, and not one person says hi back to you. I know that sucks, and the streamer won't even say hi, which, you know, kind of sucks, right? This is why you're watching streams, you're learning, you're having fun, you're watching some gameplay, as well as you love to interact with the streamer. I love to interact with the streamer. I go into a stream, and if somebody doesn't interact with me within a certain amount of time, and sometimes I'm you know, focused, and it causes a problem. But of course, you got an easy way to talk to me. All you gotta do is put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll attach to the top of my chat, and your comment will stay there. It'll stay there until I'm unfocused, and I'll get back to the chat, and I will read your comment there. And sometimes there's a delay, 1-2 minutes. That's okay, but I'm trying to, you know, do my thing here, stream, and talk a bit about what I'm doing. So there you go. Look at all those highs in the chat. People saying hi back. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. See, Jay Delory knows how to do it. Let's give Jay Delory 500 Kiz caps right now for mastering how to talk to Kismet here in the stream. So let's give him 500 Kiz caps, mods. Jay Delory asks Kismet, have you thought about getting a Manitou honey to help with your throat? I don't know what kind of honey that is. I don't know what kind of honey that is, but mods, take that, write that down, copy that, and whisper me that so I can check out what that is after the stream. I'm going to check it out, Jay Deloria. I appreciate that. I appreciate it greatly. Yeah, this is like herbal tea with honey in it. Mm. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't like tea that much. Sweet tea is okay. And Snapple. Snapple, I like it every now and again. But, because if you're from the South and you don't like sweet tea, they're going to lynch you. They're gonna wipe you out, bro. They're going to take you about the woodshed and give you a spanking. Which some of you may like that. I don't know. To each their own. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But basically, I love the sweetness of tea, but it leaves that aftertaste. Is what I don't like about it. As well as honey is I don't know. It just does. It's not good for my taste buds. I don't know. I try honey and I was like, I can't drink it. I can't have it direct. I don't like it in my drink, but it does help my voice a lot because I do talk a lot here on the stream. I do talk a lot, and sometimes I talk really, really fast. I try to. So you guys can get to the good stuff. You want to get to the good stuff. You're like, Kismet, come on, get to the good stuff. And that's why I talk a little bit faster. I hope you don't mind. All right, here we go. So we got that wood going. Look at that. There is 100,000 wood there. You're not going to run out of that. That's 100,000. By the end of the game, if you did nothing but just get that, you're not going to run out. I've never run out on it. I've never run out on it yet. So that basically makes these things obsolete. Though if you want to real boost your wood, if you're running low on wood, that's the way to do it. You got a bunch of people standing around going, duh, that's the way to do it. So we're going to take that one out. And we already looked at this. Looking good. Looking good. We got nobody else doing... Wait. Oh, that's a coal pile. I was like, wait a minute. Why is my people... There it is. Okay, that's doing longer. We got 10 peeps in there. Research. Book of Laws. Up here, we've got our search guys. Nothing else going on. Nothing else we can do at this point. Fast forward. And again, notice how I go very, very fast. I always hit the real fast thing. Now, here we go. All right, more scouts, research. Again, look how every few seconds I have something else. Okay, now I need 5 people and 40 wood to make another search crew. So I'm going to go ahead and take them right out of here because I really don't need the coal that much. But I should always keep my coal going. And I'm going to have to set up some coal stuff here in a bit as well. So let's go ahead and add that. So we hit that little circle in that upper right-hand corner. It's going to pop up this window. I do apologize if my my dragon chalice is in the way, but people love that dragon chalice, so I try to keep it in there somewhere, and I move it around specifically in places that don't cover the interface as much. I know I'm covering the interface a little bit. I do apologize for that as well, but I try to do every game I play to optimize where I'm at and all of my elements here on the stream to cover the least amount as possible. All right. Now I could go non-camera and I could take everything out, but people love all that stuff, so I leave it up there. And people love to see me on the camera or on camera as well. Now right here we can go Gloomy Cave. Now before you go Gloomy Cave, save. Now before you even assign them to Gloomy Cave, I'm gonna show you another cool Kismet trick. Actually we did U8 twice. Let's do U9. Before you assign them over here to Gloomy Cave, make sure you save. Now let's go, and off you go. He's gonna go to Gloomy Cave. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. All right, we can research some more stuff. We got our scouts, and we have many choices we can do. So we definitely need to get some coal mining going on because we're about to run out of coal. So that would be a good option. Are our resources getting the maximum right now? How are we looking? Not really. We're not maxed out on our resources yet. So we're kind of okay there. Right? Let's go ahead and go back in again. Let's go ahead and in here. Well, nothing else I can do in that one, so that's an easy one. Nothing else I can do. Generator upgrade, generator range upgrade. Now it's going to get cold soon, so we want to keep our people nice and warm. So we can go ahead and look around and say, I don't know. Should we do range? Should we do this? It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your game. You try different stuff, and you can play through different times and try different stuff. Now, what am I going to do? I'm actually going to do... No. Don't do it. I'm telling you. No. Don't do it. If you do it, it's like this. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Trolling you guys. All right, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, everybody. You know what? Watch out. Gotta watch out for those hobbits. What can I say? I'm in a special mood today. I'm feeling great. Can you guys tell the difference when I'm in the zone? When Kismet's in the zone, he's having the best stream ever. We're doing the mega stream. We're playing a game that we really love to play, and I'm having lots of fun hanging out with you guys. You can always tell my stream's at that top level, at the topness. You guys are in the best one ever. There we go. Sarge saying hello in the chat. Kismet, is this the same run as the start of the stream today? Yes. This is all one run. If you'd like to see the whole entire thing, you can watch it back here on Twitch. Of course, if you could really help me out, I will actually cut this down and make it into a guide, and I will put it up on YouTube for you, and I will just get to the point much faster than I do here on the stream, because this is like real time, and that will be shut down. I don't like to do long guides. I like them to be as short as possible, to the point, show you the stuff along the way, and of course I'll add some cool graphics and red arrows and point stuff out even more. All right, let's keep going. Hey, so I tried to load a new game on FrostPunk, and every time I do, it crashes. Anyone have the same problem? Evan's the best. Now, if I solve your problem, here's what I want you to do. I want you to either hit the follow button, if you haven't already, or I want you to come back in the channel and put some hearts in the channel and show some people some love. Now, if you really want to show some love, you can hit the subscribe button, but I'm not going to force you. But I'm going to try to solve your problem right now. I had the same problem. I had the same problem as you. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it's the same. What I did is I saved way too many games. I saved way too many games in the preview version. I saved like 100 times. Well, probably way less than that. I don't know, maybe 30, 40, 50. I don't know. It felt like 100. I saved a whole bunch of times. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go in there, find your best game that you've gone and done, and just save the top 5. Save the top 5, maybe one you just saved recently and whatnot, if you can actually get into the game. If you can't get into the game, and have you played it for a while? That's another question. Let me know in the chat. Have you played a little while in the game? If you have, then it might be your saved games. I started to have a real slowdown of my game and my gameplay and loading and saving when I had too many saved. And you know why? Because back in the background, Steam is slowing you down. I know, it sucks. So try to do that. See if that helps. I'd also try, if that doesn't help, contacting 11-Bit Studios and say, hey, I know you guys just released this, and of course there's going to be a little something that might be fixed, that need to be fixed. We might need some improvements, and they are adding improvements to it, by the way, a lot of improvements to the game. So go in and let them know. And of course, you always got the option of uninstall and reinstall. Now, you run the risk of losing your games, but then, of course, then you can play the game, and you could probably crush it again anyway. Always more fun the second time. But you might have a chance, if it saves it on Steam, when you uninstall and reinstall, your save games might still be there. So, make sure you don't have too many save games, because, of course, the game just came out, so it might still have a few things to work on. I haven't found any other than that save problem, but that's more of a Windows Steam problem than this game's problem. So, definitely look out for that. So, try that. Try uninstall, right? Again, if you lose, you can always come back, play again, and try to reinstall. See if that helps. And if any of that helps, come back, throw some hearts in the chat, maybe hit a follow. All right? Hopefully that works out for you. Again, contact 11-Bit Studios. You can find their website, FrostPunk. What's their website? Mods, go get their website. Go get FrostPunk's website. Put it in the chat. We're going to go above and beyond. We're going to get their website for you. At the bottom of their website, there is a contact button. Hit that contact. Well, look how much I go above and beyond in this stream. Look how much I go along. Right? You're having a difficulty. You come into my channel. I'm going to help you. So you go in there and you hit that info, the contact button at the very bottom. Say, you know what? I'm having a problem. Maybe you can help. There might be some forums, Steam forums you can go on to. You can go on to Reddit and say, hey, I'm having this problem. This is specifically what kind of machine I have. This is the processing power. This is the exact problem. This is what's happening. And you can try it there as well. So lots of resources, lots of ways of getting it solved, because this is a fun game and I know you want to play your game. Just expect any game. World of Warcraft, FrostPunk, Surviving Mars, any game. Fallout 4, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout 1, all of them when they were released, and some other ones which I'm not even going to mention because they're by that studio that likes to screw over their people, that make out poor products. I'm not going to mention who they specifically are. Some of you know who I'm talking about, who I don't mention their products, who come out and that are very poorly built, that are just riddled with bugs, insanely poorly designed, you'd think, for a gigantic company as they are. right? But I find these type of games have very, you know, a few glitches there, but then of course they'll get it fixed. They're working really hard behind the scenes. You know, there's a lot of people that really work hard on these games. And it's not just one guy. It's not just one corporation or one guy. This is a whole bunch of people, right? Whole bunch of people working together, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, or hundreds of people working together on a game. There's a whole lot of people working really, really hard. And whenever I find a glitch or whenever a game has a problem, the thing I remember is these are real people working a real job, and they're working really hard to try to make it as great as they can, all right? Just sometimes the corporate people are not very good decision makers. And then all these people down here get the blame. And it's really these people up here. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Bad corporate choices. Now, some people are amazing, like Bethesda. They are amazing. Those people got it rocking. They're like hitting home runs left and right, left and right. Fallout 4, Skyrim, boom, boom, boom. Knocking it out. Fallout Shelter, love that game. Pow, pow, pow. More of them coming out. Of course, Quake and Unreal and all those other ones. Come on, bring them. I'll play them all. I'll play them all because they're gamers who make games. So much love to Bethesda. Much love. In fact, I love them so much. My mod, Monsterholic, gave me this. The one and only Nuka-Cola Quantum. It's my baby. I just sit here and love it. Like, Kismet, okay, now you're getting weird, bro. You're getting weird in here, and I don't know. I feel a little uncomfortable. I feel a little uncomfortable when you're holding up your Nuka-Cola like that. All right, let's play some games. There we go. Now, this is who I am, by the way. Never take that face cam away. Exactly, Sarge. I don't like to take it away. People like it when I have my face cam up. Though some streamers are very successful from doing that. They take their face cam away, they play the game, and then they come back. And some of the people that I really admire as streamers do that, and that works for their stream. But for my stream, I think it works better if I don't take my cam away. Though I have considered doing that from time to time, but I don't know. You guys like to see me, and I like to talk to you, and we like to chill, and we like to have some fun, play some games. Okay, so let's back up. So what am I going to do here, everybody? Again, we're looking through. We can't decide. We can't decide. What is the most important thing we need to do right now, right, to crush this game? What's the most important thing? Is it coal? Is it wood? Is it iron, steel? Get the iron converted into steel. Is it steam cores? Well, can't get any more of those unless my scouts go find some. Is it raw food? We've got a lot of food rations right now. We've got a lot of stuff set up. Our technology is styling. We've got all of our food styling. We've got tons of houses, wood. We got resources. Man, what could it be? What could it be that could make it better? Okay, look down here. We've got 7 people sick. Let's take a look. Can we click this? Oh, wait, that's on cooldown right now. So that extra rations, the ability's on cooldown. So it's going to take longer, but look how much longer. Look at all these people are going to be back in about 3 game hours, right? And over here, we got these people back in about 7 to 4 or 5 hours. So this is really important, by the way. This is really important in hard mode. Now, I didn't get far enough in hard mode to do that last time, but we'll do it. Don't worry. We'll play in hard mode after we crush a few of these scenarios, and then we'll come back. We'll flip it up to hard mode. We'll play it on that because I love to play really difficult modes. And I don't care if I fail. I don't care if I make a mistake along the way. I learn from that mistake. I come back, and I play it better the next time. Always trying to improve. I don't believe you ever know it all. You just know a lot, and you share that, and then you keep going from there. All right, more scouts researched. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with our scouts now. Okay, so we got more scouts. Let's see. No cargo. This scout here. Again, we've got 1 scout going that way to the Gloomy Cave, 1 going to the weather station. All right, let's go. Let's go. Anything else? Everybody's working. Nothing else I need to do or build? Nope. Nothing else I need to do. Let's go. Just backlog those resources. Oh, wait. I didn't do my research, right? Oh, man, I made a mistake. I lost a few seconds of research. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it in medium mode. But in long mode, and you're like, Kismet, did you do that on purpose? Yeah, I did. Basically, if you lose a few moments in medium mode, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. You're going to make a mistake. You'll be fine if you just keep at it. If you recognize it right away, say, oh, I made a mistake, you can go back to it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do coal, right? No. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the generator. Kismet, you're trolling us a lot today. You're messing with our brains. I know. I'm going to do that so that, of course, I can upgrade this, and any further houses I put down, I can put out in this outer ring. Or I can take these houses out and move them, but that'll waste my resources, so I'm not going to do that. There we go. And again, it's going to get cold very, very soon. Let's keep it going. Again, we got everything going. 2 scouts going. Book of Laws going. Technology tree, sweet. Got everybody collecting resources. Our coal's doing okay. Look, our coal's going down, though. Our coal's going down like crazy. Look at that. Got to keep an eye on it. Watch that coal. Again, nighttime. Not much happening. I'm on fast mode, by the way. Very fast mode. Rise and shine, people. Look at the sun. Sun's up already. Exactly. They're up at 6 o'clock. There's nothing for them to build. So they're going to go right to work. And now it's the work day. Scouts have reached the gloomy cave. Now another good time to save. Right now, let's do it. Ultimate start, number 10. Oh, man, are we crushing this playthrough. We are crushing it. Right over here to waiting. We're going to go ahead and explore the survivors. Let's see what's going on here. Gloomy Cave says, beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from the cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears have turned toward us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Ugh. The observatory. So we have the choice of leave the bears alone and just go on to the next thing, which are going to leave, or just going to kill the survivors, or the people in the cave will live. Scouts will escort them to our city if they survive. So our scouts are going to attack the bears, and we got a 50-50 chance. We'll see what happens. Nope, hear that noise? Dong. It says, uh-oh, when our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. But unfortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. The people they saved set out towards our city, guided by a map made by the scouts. So we just lost our scouting team. Now that happens sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Now I saved so we could back up right here. We could back up, assign them again, right? Because if you already sent them, then they usually die. I've checked it again and again and again. They're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead. But if you save it before you assign them, you could assign them somewhere else, or you could assign them again, and maybe the next time you'll be lucky enough where they'll survive. Now, we are not backing up in this playthrough. We're not backing up. I know I did that a ton on a previous ones, but we were learning mechanics as opposed to playing the game. Once you master the mechanics, if something like that happens, you're just going to have to roll with it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll with it. My people died. That's what I'm going to have to do. Now what I need to do is I need 5 more people because I lost my 5 people, so they're not going to make it to the end. Sorry, bro. So I need 5 more people back. Now, right now, I've got 135 wood. I've got 190 steel. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of the steel wall. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually pull them out of the entire steel mill. I'm going to turn the steel mill off, and I'm going to put 5 more peeps over here. Now that I don't have those 5 peeps, because eventually I'd pull those 5 peeps back and use them. And I'm going to put them over here on the coal to get my coal up, because my coal is running down. See, it's 685 now. It used to be over 700. So I got to watch out for that. As well as I will use the other 5 people as another scout team. All right. And now we've made another scout team, and we'll go ahead and just send them right to the observatory, right like that. And we're still waiting for this guy to get out here. We're still doing okay. So you know what? You take your goods and you take your bads as you go. So I got to readjust the city so that I can keep my coal going, but also have my scouts, because I did research 2 scouts, so I'm going to get that going. There we go. Generator range upgraded. Let's take a look at it kicking in. Let's watch it kick in. Now right here it's going to be on range setting 2. Now I wonder if you set it on 1 if it's different. Yes, it does. It takes less coal based on its range, right? So based on whether it's hot or cold, we can adjust that range to reduce the amount of coal that it does. I've never reduced that before, though I would think in hard mode that would become necessary to reduce that range setting, to reduce the cost of the coal that you're burning, right? So instead of 18 coal, it's 12 coal. So you're saving 6 coal per hour, which is 6 times 24, right? If you're running it 24/7, that's a lot. That's a lot of coal. So again, that can come into thing, but I'm going to go ahead and just turn it up to 2 for now. Actually, I don't even need to turn it up. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to try something different. I'm going to leave it on 1. I'm going to leave it on 1 until I have those houses, which is going to save me some coal in the long run. Oh, let's turn that on. So we'll use the coal out there instead, because these guys are freezing. I just realized that. I forgot to turn the heat on out there. Probably why those guys are getting sick. Speaking of sick, do we got our thing back up yet? Not quite yet. We still got a little bit for it to come back up. Oh, research. Yet again. Now, generator power levels, I can turn the power level of the generator up so that it is basically making more heat, right, for the area, for the peeps who are in those circles. Allows us to raise the temperatures to all heat zones by 1 level. The coal consumption is doubled when this setting is used, so we're going to use a lot of coal. So maybe that's not the best option, right, because I don't have enough coal. Maybe coal mining, maybe medical, maybe bunkhouses, insulate them so they don't take as much thing. Now you could try it every way and still be successful if you manage it right. Now I'm going to do coal mining. That's what I like to do. So let's go ahead and get that coal mine underway. Now again, I could have also brought my automation back and had my automation working in my steelworks, which would have freed up more people earlier on, and I could have done it that way. But then of course I would have had to trade. I wouldn't have got 2 automations later versus the 1 I would have got now. So either have results now or results later. It's really up to you. Okay, and anything else we need to do? We got our tech going now. Yes, we do. And we will run. Now we'll eat a fry while we're waiting. Coal mine researched. So we got 2 spots for coal mines here. How convenient. I just happen to have a road right by the sawmill. That's right. I'm thinking that far ahead. And if you want to be great at a game, if you want to be amazing at it, play through the first time, make a lot of mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and then play through the next time, and then absolutely crush it. Let's go. Forgot to do my research. Let's do some research. Now, what do I want to do next? Let's see. Let's do medical upgrade. Because right now my heating is fine. I'm doing okay on my heating, so we'll just keep it going. Wait for that coal mill to get built. Coal pile depleted. Look at that timing, right? I built the coal thing right when it depleted, right? If you got good timing like me, if you played through a bunch of times, 70 hours playing the game, you can time stuff very, very well. You saw I've actually probably about 4 or 5 times hit that timing perfectly. It doesn't happen every time. You might do something else. You might make another choice, and then it doesn't hit exactly, but that was pretty good timing. Let's see some ones in the chat for that epic timing. Let's see. Evan's the best. Also, hi. Hi, Evan. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know. Exactly, Kismet. Never take the face cam away. Okay, thank you. Pimp of the Dead. Oh, everybody say hello to Pimp of the Dead in the chat tonight. Welcome, welcome. Mega stream tonight. Now, if you're coming in, you're like, Kismet, you're not playing Fallout 4, bro. Your schedule says Fallout 4. I know. I know. We voted on stream here, and everybody said, keep playing this, finish this playthrough, and then we'll play some Fallout 4. We will play it. I promise to play it, and I will play it here on the stream tonight. But we're going to finish this playthrough. We're going to crush it, and then we're going to go ahead and play some Fallout at the end, no matter how long it takes. No matter how long it takes. We're going to mega stream all night long. So extra bonus content for you guys, extra bonus play here on the stream. So don't worry, we will get to that Fallout 4. And I appreciate you guys all understanding. Hey, GK, when did you become a mod? That's funny, GK. Game Killer. You know, GK is also the short name for a name I used to use a long time ago in Lineage. It was Guru Kismet. So people used to call me GK, which is pretty wild. Way long time. That was before I had my guild. That was before I had my guild and I became Kismet. Now, people call me Kismet for a very long time, since I was a kid. It's like a nickname I've had for a very long time because I would be talking to people and say, hey, we go do this, we go do that. And then somebody would walk up and say, hey, let's go do this and let's go that. And everybody would look at me and go, whoa, that's like Kismet, right? Like fate or destiny, right? Like you knew what was going to happen before it happened. And I will do that in the chat. Sometimes I'll explain something and then I'll look over the chat and someone has actually asked me that very question that I've already explained. That's how I got the name Kismet. There you go. For those who are wondering. There we go. Kiz made me a mod last Saturday. Awesome. Oh, I made you a mod. I was like, made you a mod? What are you talking about? Yes, last Saturday. That is correct. Yes. Game Killer, been in the stream for a very long time, backing me up, showing the love. There we go. Meta Data Night, doing the lurk action. No, we don't have a lurk command. You know, mods, we're gonna make a lurk command. Let's make a note of that. Let's think of something funny for our lurk command for peeps in here who are subscribers and who are non-subscribers. for our lurk command. Let's get it going on. Let's make a note of that. Whisper that to me as well. Let's put that on our to-do list. Get that done. I like that idea. I like it. Now, by the way, notice I've only got one person in this cookhouse, and I've got no people in this cookhouse. This just helps them collect their food faster so they don't starve to death. All right? And I don't turn up the cookhouse. That's a waste. All right, who do we got? We got 10 peeps now that we took that away because there's no reason to use it. And now we're waiting for this coal to come in. If we don't get this done, by the time we run out of coal, we're in deep trouble. All right, at the weather station, we get coal and steam cores. Let's explore. All right, weather station grim forecast. We found the scientists' notes. They predict that a great cold is coming to get much, wow, learn to read, Kismet. Let's try that again. We found the scientists' notes. They predict that the great cold is going to get much worse. There we go, that's a tongue twister. What's more troubling is that the observatory ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. We discovered the coal mine and Winterhome. And we're going to go ahead and take those resources, 85 coal and one of that. Now our choice is go to Winterhome or go to the coal mine. I'm going to the coal mine. Let's do it. I'll tell you why in a second. I'll tell you why in a second when we go back and we go to Winterhome. Some of you already know. Some of you already know. But we'll do that in a second. Let's go to the coal mine. Let's go to the coal mine. Let's all go to the coal mine. All right, let's keep going. Oh, we got something over here. All right, the search for other cities, abandoned station. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. Nom, 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 nom. They're frightened that such an important facility has apparently been abandoned. Was apparently abandoned. Some are, oh man, this is what happens when you mega stream. You stream way too long, your brain can't even read anymore. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a great idea or was a good idea. Some are wondering whether the evacuation from London was a great idea. My brain cannot see that as good. Let's try that again. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. I'm going to cut all that out later and edit all that out so it sounded like I said it perfect the first time. All right. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. Crazies. Bunch of crazies. Do what I say and you'll survive. You'll live. Do what I say, peeps. I'm telling you. Do what I say. All right. What else we got going? We got 10 peeps. Got to get this built. So I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to turn it up. And I'm going to go ahead. Wait for it to kick in. The second it kicks in, I'm going to put my people over there now. Now they have 100,000 coal that they can make. 100,000. I know, crazy. Look up here. We got a red bar. Uh-oh, red alert. We got a red bar. That wood is starting to fill up. That's because we got this going, the wall drill. We've used our very first steam core on that wall drill, and it's just going to produce a massive amount of wood. A massive amount. So we're going to go ahead and actually add some more stations here. Around here, we're going to go ahead and use our resource thing. Oh, we can't put it there. I guess kind of blocked there, but look at this. We got a whole nother row. We got a whole nother row we can put in. Like that. It fits perfectly. You're like, dang, Kismet, that's like boss mode. That's like boss mode, bro. That is like boss mode. Hold on. Where's it at? Where's it at? That is... like a boss. What can I say? What can I say? Like a boss up in here. Now, I've already got the road as well, so I don't have to build another road along here. Notice the road right there. It's actually going to work for both sides. It works as a great place to put your resources and store your resources. Of course, it's going to reduce this area right here, but that's okay. We're going to build a nice little cluster of areas there for our resources. So we're going to let those build. We got our coal mine going, and we've got our peeps in there, and we have 0 more peeps. So there's nothing else we can do. We'll just wait for our research, wait for our book of laws, wait for our scouts. That's it. That's all we can do. Gonna have another fry. There we go. Ate that fry just in time. There we go. We got Book of Laws. Gonna open that baby up. All right. What do we want? What do we want, everybody? Do you want to get cemetery? So we get ceremonial. I'm going to cut all that out. What do we want to do? Cemetery, so we can get ceremonial funerals, which is going to go ahead and raise the hope. Do we want to get the public house? Let's take a look at the public house. Even in this harsh new world, people need to raise a drink to their spirits. And I kind of read that before. New public house. Patrons of the public house are less discontented and hope will rise slightly. So it'll basically bring up your hope overall. And then you can get to this one, which is moonshine, which actually helps you with your soup and your other stuff, which is great. But we've done sustained ill. So let's go ahead and see what triage is down here so we can go that way. Triage, we're able to dedicate all our efforts to healing those who can recover quickly at the cost of sacrificing the more severely ill. After introduces law, it takes long to cool down. New ability, you can use triage in the medical facilities to instantly heal 2 out of 3 patients. 1/4 of patients will die instantly. Hope will fall, discontent will rise. Probably not a nice thing to do. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I suggest try it in one of your playthroughs, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go to Care House. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for at a low cost in special homes. After introduces law, it'll be cool down. New building, Care House. The gravely ill are kept alive in the care house and no longer burden medical posts. Because of course, if you have too many gravely ill in your medical posts, you won't have any people to heal the sick, right? Because they'll just be, all the beds will be taken up with the gravely ill. Though there is a thing where you can do boost your care houses, but I don't like to do that. All right, residents of care houses eat half as much. Hope will rise slightly. So they eat half as much, they eat less food, but then of course you have to sustain them for a good amount of time. Now I like to do care houses. And here's why I like to do care houses is because I don't like to lose my long-term workers, right? I'm going to need all these workers again later in the game. And if they get sick now, that's okay. I'll make do. And then later I can try to heal them and then use them for workers. It's going to be fantastic. And so we can sign that. But do I need it right now? How many gravely ill do I have? Let's go look. Let's go look here in our economy. Let's go look over here, right here in sickness. I have untreated citizens, 0. Citizens in treatment, 1. I know, we're crushing that. That gets really high in hard mode, by the way. Cured citizens yesterday, 6. So we're crushing it. We're getting our people back to work. We only got 1 person sick. Everybody's working. We're producing. We're working those long shifts. We're pulling in a massive amount of resources, and we're crushing this playthrough. We're crushing it. We're going to destroy it. We're going to do better than we've ever done in this playthrough. We're going to absolutely destroy it. So a citizen's cured over there, so we only got 1 person in there. We don't need that house right now, though you want to be thinking about it in the future. Be thinking about it later when you do get some gravely ill. Now, if you make some decisions early on in the game and you get a bunch of gravely ill, that's a good choice right now. But the other thing here, of course, is the cemetery. The cemetery, and I'm going to go ahead and skip this over here. We'll establish a burial ground so you can lay your dead to rest with dignity. Makes a new building, cemetery, hope will rise. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. So there's something to think about, right? So they're not going to be working. They're going to be over there at the cemetery and whatnot. Now, I have tried something on this cemetery a bunch of different ways. I put this cemetery in my inner circle, the very first circle before, right? And I tried to keep somebody from getting frozen, which we're going to check it out later. Somebody gets frozen early on, and I've tried to not get them frozen. I've tried to heat it and keep it all the way up and keep it fine, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get frozen no matter what. They're going to get frozen because it's part of the storyline. So there's nothing I can do there. Nothing I can do there. Nothing I can do out there. I made my choices. By the way, once you make your choice on stuff, I can't choose this anymore because I made my choice, right? It's long lasting. Your choices make a difference. And I love games that are like that. That actually they truly make a difference in your playthrough. You can win or lose based on what you choose, right? Now, I don't need to do any of that. I don't need to do this. Cemetery. I don't have any dead people, so I don't need to do it. I haven't lost anybody yet other than the 5 people who got eaten by bears. So I'm going to go public house. That's the best choice right now. There we go. And since I have it paused, I can go ahead and grab that public house, and I can find a nice place for it. Now, do I want to put it in my inner 4 rings? Well, is it a building that when I put down, does it affect other buildings? Does it got a circle around it? Right, let's zoom in. Does it have a circle around it? Like, see this building right here? it's got this circle around it telling you that that's its area of effect when you put that down, right? So it's going to affect all of those houses there. But this one here doesn't have that, right? So it's just going to affect everybody overall. So it doesn't really matter where I put it, other than, you know, I've got to heat it at some point. So you need to think about, okay, if I put this down, I could put it down by where I already have a heater, right? Maybe right here. Maybe if I put it right here, next to this one, it'll get heating from that heating unit right up there. Let's see. Let's see. So let's put it down. Right now, it's got +2 building insulation. Now, how do you know if this is heating or not? Well, you click on it, and it has like this kind of orange, see this kind of orange outline? It's telling me that this building over here is affecting this building by the orange outline. But it's not, doesn't seem to be affecting this one, but then of course it's not built yet. So let's build it, see what happens. We also got to put a road in, and we're going to build a nice tiny road right there, just that little edge, so it's touching this new building, and we're going to let that go. Now we've got a whole bunch of backlog here. We're going to go ahead and start backlogging some stuff. Let's see here. What do we want to backlog first? I think I'm going to say wood on that one, and then coal, and I say coal again. Now we got a bit of a problem coming up very, very soon in this particular playthrough, and that is food. If we look up at our food up here, remember our wood was very high, and then our food was getting very, very full, right? But right now, our food rations are going down. So we got raw food, about 7 hours worth of raw food, and then we have some cooked food, right? So we can convert that food, and we have a decent amount of food up there. But we need to go in here, we'll check our economy, let's see how we're doing. Coal, we're just making just enough, so we're kind of in the plus side of coal, which is good because we have a coal mine. That coal mine's not going to run out. Here in the food balance, we got some red. In fact, half of our food is going to go bye-bye, and we might run out of food within a few days. So we got to be thinking about that next. We're going to run out of food, bro. We're going to run out of food. But luckily out here, we've got some people on the way back. These survivors are almost back. We can roll over from here. It's take about 3 hours. And we're going to have 12 workers, 17 engineers, and 3 children who are going to give it a bonus to our engineering. Now, speaking of bonus to engineering, we're going to go ahead and look right over here to our engineering that are running. Now, you might be like, what, Kismet, why are those running? Why are these not running? Heck if I know. Heck if I know. Oh, wait, those are not engineering. Those are hunters. I do know. I'm just messing. These are off work right now, but the hunters work at nighttime, so they're 100% efficient. And we're going to come back and we're going to see what those kids do during the daytime. So again, anything else we can do? Technology, Book of Laws, 2 people running out scouts. We have a bunch of people running back because we lost our scouts that first time. Bears ate them. And then we're making a public house over here. So bring up our hope. But look how high my hope is right now. Isn't that amazing? If you do it just right, keep that going. All right, let's keep it going. All right, I counted pub visit among the simple pleasures we lost forever. A pub is just like in London. Let's call it the Pipe and Hole. I never read that before. Let's call it the Pipe and Hole. I like that. I like it. Again, we got nobody idle right now. We have everybody working. Now your coal's going to go way down at nighttime. It's going to make you nervous. There we go. We just got our peeps. That's what that noise is. We got more peeps. 12, 7, and now we got 22. Again, our shelters here hold 15, so we can hold up to 30 children in there. So you can see we've got 22, so we've got plenty of room to hold those children in there. But here, let's see how many children we got in each of those. How are we looking temperature-wise? Are they chilly? No, they're fine. They're fine because we got our heaters helping out. We don't need to turn on our building heaters for right now, though we're gonna have to do that very, very soon. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it. I always like to double check and make sure I've got everything running, doing what I needed to do. All right, next thing is we got 26 more people that just moved in, so we're gonna need, of course, 10 people per house. That means it's gonna be 10, 20, 30. So we need 3 more houses. Now I'm not gonna put any more houses up here anymore, because the second row now I can actually heat. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 more houses in there. And we've already got a road here. But we're going to just go derpy derp like this. Across there. And you know what? Let's just finish it in to make it nice and easy. like that. We'll just finish that in. We got a 94 wood. We're okay for now. Okay for now. Again, these guys should be working long shifts. We've got 29 people. Now you might be thinking to yourself, what the heck do you do with all these people now, Kismet? You got all the resources, right? Oh wait. Wait. We didn't get all the resources, right? We left some coal there. Now, do I need to get rid of that coal? And I left it there on purpose, by the way. Do I need to get rid of that coal? Because I've already taken my building out. Now I've wasted my resources. Taking the building out, I should have left it there until that coal was absolutely depleted. We got rid of all of that. Actually, I needed those people, so move it over there. But I didn't need to take out my my thing here, which is my gathering post. I didn't need to take that out. I could have left that there and utilized it. But eventually, I wanted to make some coal thumpers here too, which we'll do later. We can put this back in there. We can put it in over here. It doesn't really matter. I would prefer it to be kind of more along the road like that, and then we can take it out later. Again, if you make small mistakes, it's okay. Now, we do want to get this coal. We want to finish up this coal, but we didn't have enough people to run the coal mine and also the gathering area, right? Or we could split it up if we want, but it's very inefficient because the coal mine right now is doing 24 per hour, right? 24 per hour using 10 people. Again, it's just it's a basic thing of math. And again, anything else we need to do? No, we're going to go ahead and let it run. Oh, got some over here. Survivors reached the city. Sir, a group of survivors have reached the city. They are tired. They need a place to rest, a bite to eat, and perhaps some medical attention. Let's try that again. Sir, a group of survivors have reached our city. They are tired. They'll need a place to rest, a bite to eat, and perhaps some medical attention, but they are ready to lend a hand however they can. Awesome. Awesome. Now, again, I've got a problem of I've got a whole bunch more people, but we should be watching that food. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that food consumption. Way up now, right? Way up. So we need some more people making food. So let's go ahead, put in some more food huts. Now, how much more food do we need? Now, go easy until you know, right? Go easy on how much. Now, by the way, I could just run short little lines through there too and do that. But I like to kind of fill in my circles, every other circle, right, or every other line, every other circle, so it fills it in eventually. And eventually I'll have so much wood, I'll fill in the whole entire thing. All right, scouts have reached the observatory. Let's check that out as well. Aha! Survivors. And I like to escort them back so they get back as fast as possible. I totally did not read that. I totally did not read that. I apologize for that. But basically, they found a whole bunch of survivors at the observatory. There's no longer scientists there, just a bunch of survivors. And they are on the way back, but we can go ahead. If you forget the storyline, I actually did that on accident. But if you, I'll tell you if I do it on purpose. The storyline's still there. So if you accidentally do it, you can go back, click on the observatory. That would have been awesome if I thought that out in advance. Depleted observatory, it says closed journal. So day 9 from our arrival. Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explained that they came here for help, but found everyone dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can't be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. The sun itself is actually dimming. Woo, that's a scary thing to think of in real life, right? The sun dims, sends us less heat, right? Even by the smallest degree. That's scary stuff. That's scary stuff. Okay, so that's basically what's happening here is the sun is dimming and it's causing it to get colder and colder, and we have to try to fight it out, counteract that big time. This guy's almost there. Now we've also got Winterhome here and possibly some other stuff we can do. This guy's going to escort them back. Now again, there's 100 different combinations of which one to do first, which one to do second. At this point, you can do it however your heart content, right? However you want. And again, I've only got 12 workers right now, right? I've only got 12 workers free. So I'm making a bunch of food places. I'm making 2 food places, but I've only got 12 workers. Well, let's go ahead and look for workers here. We're going to go ahead and roll this over. We're going to click on this and go over here. We got workers there, right? 10 workers there. We got 10 workers over here. We've got some workers over here and some workers over here, right? So it shows you, by clicking this, it also shows you a list of where those workers are. Now, you can also not have to click the list. You just roll over it, and it will just tell you, right? You can just visualize it, say, okay, that's where all my peeps are, right? So I can divert my workers off of there and use my engineers instead, right? So I can take 10 off of there, and I can put them over here if I don't have enough, especially if I'm in trouble, if I'm going to run out of food and a bunch of people are going to starve to death, right? But we're going to see if we can get that up and going. Oh, let's take a look at our other stuff. Coal. Oh, we're losing coal. We need some more coal now. That's why I put him back on that gather station, so that we can get some more coal, because we're going to start running into a cold snap here where we need even more coal in just a little bit. Again, we need that food. Medical's looking awesome. We need that housing, which we already have down. They're going to fill that in. Lots of stuff going on at once. I love those type of games. I love games where there's just massive amount of stuff going on at once. Again, let me catch up on chat. Kiz, never took the face cam away. Kiz, I made the mod. Hello, all, pimp. Werner Toaster hanging out. Hola. What's up, Werner Toaster? Thanks for hanging out. As you can see, doing my thing like a boss up in here. That's right, like a boss. Look at those Kismet highs in the chat. Nice, love it, love it. Use those Kismet highs up. You got those epic emotes by hitting that subscribe button. I got some of the best emotes on Twitch. Big shout out to Ash Angel, an incredibly great artist. Now, normally I do all my art myself, but sometimes I do like to support artists as well who I think are really amazing. If you know some artists, I want to know about them. I want to know about those artists. You let me know. You let my mods know. They'll make a note of them, whisper it to me, or put it in a list. And we'll go take a look at them, and we will try to help them as well, because I'm both not only a gamer, but I'm also creative as well. This is why Twitch is like the ultimate place for me, because I'm both of those things. Let's go. Now, one of these days, I will do some creative stuff for you, but I feel like I should just make the creative videos, put them up on YouTube, or put them on YouTube, put them here on Twitch, and then you guys can just watch the videos as opposed to doing it live on stream. I think that just works out better. All right, technology done. Medical pros upgrade, so our peeps are going to get better quicker. All right, what else we got? Resource depot. Now, again, you notice how I made those resource depots instead of upgrading my resource depots. I don't need to upgrade it right now. I don't need to upgrade it. I've got plenty. I've got plenty of resources, so I would rather put it down than to actually upgrade my resource depot, right? Now, when you're playing in hard mode, you're not going to have as much resources, so using that is very, very handy. Over here, we got bunkhouse. Don't click that. At least I'm not going to click it. And then, of course, we got this. None of this stuff. No, 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 no. Now, you know what? We actually have another choice, right? I would say my choices are bunkhouse, right? I would use. Resource depot, don't need it right now. Coal kin, don't need it. Sawmill, absolutely not. Never use it. Exploration industry, nothing I can do there. Heating, good choice. So generator power, resource depot, bunkhouse. Those would be my three options, right? Well, there's actually another option. You know what the other option is? Right here. Go to tech level 3. Or tech level 2, sorry. Tech level 2. You roll over tech level 2, and you can actually upgrade it if you have enough resources. Now, right now, not enough wood. 75 wood, can't do it right now. Now, I don't want my thing to sit here idle. I don't want it to sit here not doing nothing on my tech research, because it slows me down, and I have a bunch of people standing around in the tech going, well, Kismet didn't give us anything to do. Why don't we just stand around and do nothing, right? No, these people got to get to work. So I've got to pick between those three and then build up some resources, and then I'll go to level 2 and then 3. And I've actually unlocked them all in sequence before, 2, 3, 4, and 5 very, very quickly in sequence. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to look, what do I need? Do I need bunkhouse? Do I need coal? Decisions. I know I don't need this. So let's eliminate that one. Resource depot, we don't need that right now. Let's eliminate that one. Okay, now our choices are bunkhouse and heating, right? Generator power, so I can crank the generator up and I can generate more power or more heat, right? I can generate more heat, bring the heat to my peeps, right? But that one costs 75 as well. So like, dang, Kismet, dang, you don't got enough resources. Let's go look over here. What about houses? How much does houses cost? 75. Oh, man. Resource depot, only 20. So you're going to hit this same moment. And you're like, I can wait until I get 75, or I can use that time to resource something else I don't need right now that I'm going to need later, and just do it now. So the actual best choice that I'm going to choose is the resource depot, even though I don't need it right now. Because this way I can wait. Now I could also just wait for another 25, which I'm going to get fairly quickly. But I would rather my thing never stop running. I would rather not run, so watch how fast I'm going to get 75. Oh. Hold on. They have found the coal mine. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see. The coal mine is a dilemma, by the way. You notice how it gives it different captions at the top. If you can see that. I think my thing is in the way. The bit boss is in the way. By the way, McManus is the bit boss right now. He's your chat overlord. If you want to be the chat overlord, if you want to have the power to tax the chat, to fight in the chat, do all sorts of fun stuff to peeps in the chat, you can, of course, dethrone him with 54 bits. And be the bit boss yourself. If you are the bit boss in the end of the night, I'll give you 4,000 Kiz Caps toward those contests and giveaways for thousands of dollars here on the stream. So enjoy that. And again, thanks to everybody coming in. Now we got an option here in the coal mine of one thing or another, right? So we're going to take a look. The coal mine is automated. The engine is pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. So let's take a look. We're going to explore. Coal mine. More coal than we can use. No, there's never enough coal. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machine isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So here's our option. Only take the stored coal. It says only resources found on the site will be taken. Only resources found on the site will be taken. Will be available to restart. It will be. That should be reworded. It will be available to restart the mine later. So I can come back later and restart this mine and actually use it for collecting the resource, right? Or I can dismantle it. What do I get if I dismantle it, right? We'll get plenty of resources. We won't be able to restart the mine anymore. So we won't be able to come back here and use this mine and collect this coal, right? Which is kind of a bummer, but maybe we don't need it. Right now we got 199 iron, 207 wood, 270 coal, and two steam cores. Remember how I said those were super rare? But we can get 2 of them back right there and use them for something else, right? And then we have this like little thing at the end, which sometimes represents that you get a pattern from that. You get technology from that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and dismantle it for resources. I have actually left it before and used it, but there are a couple resources that I want more that I'm going to get later. I'm going to show you how to do that. Dismantle that for resources. Let's bring it back. Now we got one last place to go. Winter home. We're going to go ahead and send our peeps over there, and let's see what happens, everybody. Let's see what happens. Again, we're doing the mega stream. Welcome to the best stream ever, BSE. What number is this? BSE 364. That's right, the best stream ever. The best one I've ever done. I'm giving you guys some mega Kismet tips today because we're mega streaming. That's right, we're going to go until we can't go anymore. We're going to play some Fallout 4 later. I do apologize for those coming in. Kismet, you're not playing Fallout 4, bro. What's up? We're going to play this game. We're going to finish this game. And then we're going to switch over to some Fallout 4 no matter how long it takes, no matter how long we got to go. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I said we're going to play some. We will play some tonight. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Stay in the stream. Relax. Get yourself some snacks. Enjoy this game. It's an incredibly fun game. Reminds me very much of Skyrim. Very much reminds me of Fallout 4, especially that intro was top-notch, as well as a lot of the elements of it remind me of Fallout 4, too, going to different locations as well. So really, really great mechanics here. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Again, thanks for crushing this stream. Thanks for coming in, showing the love. Sarge, come on, guys. Retweet. Retweet doesn't cost a thing, and it helps a lot. Helps a lot our streamer. It really does, Sarge. I appreciate you saying that in chat. It really does. It doesn't cost you anything. Even if you don't have a Twitter account, go make one. It's free. It gets you free stuff here in the stream. I love to give free stuff to my community. I love to give you guys t-shirts, and I love to send you guys out loot as well. Sometimes I give away Kismet loot here, as well as literally, you know, $60, $70, $100 games. I've given away $200 worth of pack of 20 games. 200 bucks. You could get 200 bucks. You never know. If you're lucky enough, if you get enough of those Kiz Caps, go out there, follow that link. Now, my mods will throw that link in the chat. Mods, go ahead and drop that in there as well. Go ahead and drop that link in there so they can go ahead, follow that link, and do that retweet. Make sure to hit the like button, and, of course, retweet. The more retweets we get, of course, the more epic this stream becomes. Right, let's keep going. Zooming in. Oh, I forgot to update my title. Look how I got sidetracked. Hold on. Let me update my title. I get sidetracked easy. That's just the way I am. Let's update that title, people. We're going to call this the Ultimate Start Mega Stream. That's what we'll do. Update that, baby. Let's get that title upgraded. This is the Ultimate Start Mega Stream. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to win this sucker. You know, I'm already at a point right now. This is about 80% chance of winning right here. 80 to 90% chance of winning if I don't massively screw it up. But we're definitely on the road to winning right here. All right, scouts have found the coal mine. Yeah. We found that out. I was on top of that. This guy's on his way back with some peeps. This guy's on his way over here. Our scouts are looking good. Scouts are looking good. We got one person in here converting food. We're looking okay on food right now. We got a good backlog of food, so I can boost that if I want to make more food. But it's in there making about 8 per hour. Taking their time. Taking a while. All right, let's take a look at our peeps in here. How we looking? No patience. Oh, boy, that's what I love to see over here. How we looking? Right now, 15 hours, 19 hours, 19 hours. Now, I'm going to do this button, and we're going to see what it drops to. Ready? 15, 19, 19. Let's everybody remember. Let's do it. Boom. All right, so the first one was 15 and went down to 11. And then this one was 19, and it went down to 13. So you're gaining about 6 there, and you're gaining about 4 here, right? So that was kind of a waste. And you're like, well, Kismet is going to be faster, right? It was kind of a waste because you want to do the ones that say days at a time. The longer it's going to take, the more it's going to reduce, the more efficient that function is. Now, of course, I've only got 3 people in there, so it's no big deal now. But if it was like a game-changing moment where I needed to get my people well, or I cannot keep my stuff running, that could make a difference, right? That could make a difference right there. But see, normally I would not do it right there, but I press it just so we can see how long of a difference it is. And again, depends on how long they're going to be, is how long it's going to save. Okay, and we're still waiting for that to build in. And I say we just run forward again. See, no, it's like one thing after another, which is a lot of fun. I love it when it does that. All right, this is done over here now. Let's put our peeps on there. Now we've got 19 more peeps, 2 more workers, and 17 engineers. What do we need? We need to have this fill in. We need to have that fill in. Come on, bros. Fill that in. Work on that. So I'm going to leave those 19 people to run over here and build my stuff. I'm going to be a little inefficient here for a second. Resource depot upgraded. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our thing up here. We got 143 wood, 145 steel, 2 steam cores, and 700 coal. For those who can't see it when you're watching on mobile, I shouted out for you. I know, I got your back. I got your back. I'm helping you out. You're watching on mobile? Hey, more power to you. Go for it. Or on your iPad or notebook or whatever you're watching it on, your Galaxy. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, man. Decisions again, Kismet. What can we do, bro? What can we do? We got a whole bunch of wood now, though. So we could do this one. Power. 20 and 10. Not bad. Not bad. Over here. 20 and 10. Right? And then, of course, this one right here, which is the one we really, really want. We want to go to the next level here. Which one is more important? Now, right now, I don't have the coal production to really use this one. and it takes a while. It takes about 9 hours. But you know what I would rather get? I would rather get myself some food, because I'm going to be in a serious food problem next. So you know what? Boom. We're going next, bro. We're going to the next level. So what I did is I researched this. Level 2. Right now it's going to go ahead and do that level 2. Bring that up. I'm going to use that because we have a lot of wood right there. So let's use it when we got it. It's going to take a while. We'll get it researched. And then we'll start working on food like a boss. Because now is the time to get our food going on. Because we're going to need to create a gigantic backlog of food. Now, I'm not even day 10 yet. Not even day 10 yet. I'm doing good. Now, I could have gone to soup. But I would rather soup. I said that weird the last time. Long hours of toll. Sir, our people are getting worn out. Some of them have been working extended shifts for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. Good idea. So you'll have to keep regular shifts everywhere for 3 days. I won't address this for right now, which is going to bring up my discontent. Decisions, right? Which one? Screw them. Work, people. This ain't no free ride. What do you think this is? I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Get in there and work. Love me. But get in there and work. You don't have to always take their suggestion. Remember that. They don't know as good as you. They don't know what's coming. If you played through the game once, you know what's coming. You know what's coming at the end. We got no people standing around. I'm going to go ahead and put another, speaking of another engineer, right in here. 186% right now. You're like, Kismet, that number doesn't feel right. It's potential of 180, but I've got a research rate of 186. How is that possible? How is that possible? Let's go take a look. Wait a minute. 120, 120. Why are these two 120? If I click on this building, is that why it's 120? Honestly, I have not figured out why. I have not figured out why that is 120. I think this might have an area effect, or it might be just a certain amount of children per this, right? I haven't figured it out yet. So you know what we should do? We should test it, because that's what I love to do. I love to test stuff. So let's go ahead and let's move it, because I've never tested this before, so you're seeing this for the first time. This is only the second time I've used kids like this, where I use them as engineers. So I'm actually going to make another one of these, since I have lots of resources right now. I'm going to make another one of these. Oh, here comes the scouts. Perfect timing. All right, now again, I always put my scout right back out again if I can. See, do they got anything they can do? Maybe go to winter home. Let's go ahead and send them out there. No. What you want to do is you want to keep that scout right there and let them sit there. Or you can do another option. You can go ahead and disband it temporarily, which will give you that wood back and give you your people back. Watch out, you're not at maximum, though. And you can put those people on something else, right? Like I can go ahead and put those people on cooking some food right now, and then I'll go ahead and turn them back into scouts in a bit. Now, the reason why I'm going to do that is because if I send them way out here, then they're going to take a while to get back, right? And I'm actually going to want to go this way in the future, so I can see the future because I've played through the game before. It really does help a lot when you can see what's coming up. Now, we got some food here, so I'm going to go ahead and max that out, that we got some peeps. We got 0 workers. Yes, we got 0 workers. So again, we're going to go ahead and roll over the workers and say, okay, we got 10 workers over here in the coal mine. Can I take the workers out? And again, this is why this is the difference between workers and engineers. Can I take those workers out and put the engineers in there? I can't. So I can put these guys, which can only have workers, in here, right? Well, wait a minute, I need 15. Oh boy. Okay, well, I got to go look somewhere else. Where else are those workers? Now, of course, I can hold down the option key and see where everybody's at, see how many people are in each, but it doesn't tell me who's what where, right? So I can roll over this and I can click this, and it will stay on for a second until I click something and show me where those workers are, right? I got 10 workers down here. I've got a bunch of workers there. Uh-oh. Are these workers got the heat on? Oh, man, I didn't have the heat on. Did I extend their work shift? I did not. Bad Kismet, made another mistake. I should have had that going. Uh-oh. Over here, don't have the heater on. Those guys are being cold. They're getting sick. Over here, no heat on. Bad, bad, bad. Now, these Resource Depot, forget those. Forget those. So, bam. Look at that. Now everybody's now I'm bringing the heat. This is your heat overlay. I clicked right up there where the degrees are, right at the very top of the middle of the screen. Click that, and that's how we got the heat overlay. Or you can go into the generator itself, right here, and then let me click out. Click the generator, it'll come up. You can do temperature overlay right down there. Personally, I prefer the one at the top. It's easier to get to. All right, so we need more peeps. So we're gonna go ahead and take these peeps off the gathering. We'll just take them all off, put the engineers in there, and then we'll put them here on food. So again, we want these peeps to get out there and get some food going on. Now, just so you know, at the close to the end of the game, I'm gonna take all of these out. I'm gonna take all of those out. So that's why I'm kind of grouping them together, so I can take them out at the end game. So good thing to be thinking ahead in that way. Let's see, how's our food now? Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting up there. Haven't quite gotten it, though. Now, again, right here, I've got 5 workers and 15 peeps. Who else where can I put them? Oh, wait a minute. We never put peeps on the public house. Let's go ahead and put some workers on the public house. Hope rises. We got that done. It's taking our discontent down. We're looking good. We got 31 people who are homeless, and we have 7 people who are hungry. But that's okay. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to put some... I'm going to try. I'm going to put some tents down. And again, 10 for each house. So 10, 20, 30. And we have 1 more person, which really sucks. So we're going to have to do 1 more. Now, this is not adjacent to any streets. So I'm going to just go ahead and do these 2 inner streets like that. Now they've got that. Now, also, over here, they've got heating over here from this steam hub. But if we look at this, uh-oh, they're not getting heated in the outside here, so they have a low chance of getting ill, but they do have a chance. So let's go ahead and go to our steam hub over here, and we can crank it up. Also, by the way, when you're clicking on this, when you're clicking, where'd that just go? Come on. Oh, man, it was just there. It was just there. What did I click on? What did I click on? Oh, well, it's over here. You can go ahead and do range setting. Turn that up. Like so. So we can go ahead and turn that range setting, and we'll watch what happens. See, it's spreading. And then now all these ones are nice and comfortable, so they're not going to be as ill. But again, going to burn more resources. We're at 818, so we're doing okay for right now, but this resource is going to deplete soon. It's at 23. So we need to be thinking about what our next thing is, right? What's our next thing to do? Well, we need that coal, man. We need to get that coal going on. So while we're finishing up, notice the green thing there is telling us that we can put it there. Now, the first time I discovered these things and I was playing through, I realized we'll do a little road there. We'll run that road across there so it has its very own separate road. And it's not blocking any of this. Now, I realized that there was 2 of them, and I thought, okay, those are the only 2 that are there. It's not true. There's actually 3. There's 1 over on this side, too. So we can put 1 on that side, and we'll get around to that later on. Again, now in this particular playthrough, this is the first time I've tried it without the automation, which I normally bring in, and I put it in 24 hours a day on these mills. But this time we're playing through where we have 2 of them. We took back 2 steam cores right away, and we've been using those steam cores wisely. Like to put 1 over here to the wall drill, and we're going to see what else we do with them. Oh, wait a minute. We used them on the coal mine. And you're like, Kismet, I didn't even see that, bro. I didn't even see that. That's right. Those other steam cores I used on the steel mines, so now, or on not steel mines, on the coal mines, because they use steam cores. So I've got to have that right away. Now, the steel mines actually don't use coal, so sorry for my misspeak there. I mean, the steel mines do not use steam cores. The coal mine does. That's why it's kind of dangerous to do the coal mine early on if you don't have any steam cores, right? If you have steam cores, go coal mines. If you don't, then you want to go coal thumpers instead. Oh, sorry about that. More terrible tea, everybody. Hold on. I've been mega streaming so much that I'm losing my voice. Keep it going. Oh. Oh. Stuff is terrible. Terrible stuff. All right. But it's good for my throat. Keeps me going. All right. So we made 1 across here. Make sure we got it all the way. We do. And we've got 15 people, so we can put some of those people in there. This is almost done. We're going to have these people back. Now, these guys are engineers in here. So I've got 15 engineers in there, and I've got 15 engineers free. That's 30 engineers. I got 30 engineers free right now. So I can make a choice. Engineering, right? Engineering into the workshop so I can research faster. Or I can make some more sawmills and have them run around, get lots and lots of wood, and gather all this wood from over here, right? Those are my choices. Now, I like to do tech. I like to do tech playthroughs big time. Now, I haven't forgotten. I know some of you are like, Kismet, you forgot. No, I didn't forget. We're going to put the child shelter on the other side, and we're going to see if it boosts this from 100 to 200%. Let's go try it. Let's go try it. I love to try new stuff. Let's go ahead and put the child shelter right there. There we go. Building some streets. We got a lot of stuff to build. Houses and things like that. Food keep going on. We got some extra people here, so we're going to go ahead and just put them there so get that food converted. Drafting machine's done. Again, one thing after another after another. I just love how the momentum of this game. All right, so what we can do first, we're going to do food. We're focused on food right now. Hunting tactics. Hunter huts will employ fewer people, -5 workers. That's a lot. That's a lot. You got to think, how many people do I have right now? Let's go look. How many people do I have? Right there. 15 there. So 15, 30, 60, right? 60 people. And then over here, we got 75. So there's 75 people. So if I take 5 people back from each of those, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 people. I can get 25 people back and still get the same amount of food. And that's good. And that's good because you know what you can do is you can make some more food ones and then really bring in the food. But do we need to make any more food? Yeah, maybe a little bit more because we're not quite there. How about coal? Coal's looking good. It's green. Doing good there. We're getting that going. No, we're building those right now. Building those 4 houses out there, keeping our people happy. So what do we need to do? Well, we've also got this one, flying hunters. Allows us to build hunter hangars, as they say it here in Tennessee, or hangars, as you say from California. I'm from California. My wife's from Tennessee. Hunters based here hunt every night, venturing beyond the city to track their prey from the air. They provide up to 30 raw food per day. So that means instead of the 20 that we're doing right now, they're going to do 30. So wait a minute, Kismet. I saw that 30 somewhere else. Where did I see that 30? Oh, wait, over here. The hothouses, right? Hothouses produce 30, but they're massive. They take up a lot of space, and they take steam cores, which really sucks. We don't want them to use our steam cores. At least I don't. So that isn't a great upgrade as well. Now, other things are house insulation so that the medicals don't get so cold. You can also go into steam sawmills, so it's doing your sawmills faster. Waste. That's a waste. Coal mine operating, so we're getting 10% more efficient. Steam coal thumper. We're not even using any thumpers yet. Gathering house post installation. If we're using a bunch of gathering house, that would be good. Exploration. Our scouts are going to go faster. Outpost depot, so we can get resources back. And of course, more heating. We can make our steam hub range bigger. We can improve our heaters, which are heating our businesses. Or we can do generator power. And again, I've got plenty of wood. I can choose any of this, right? Now, I've got so much wood, by the way, I could actually go to the 3rd level if I wanted to. Right away. I could go right to the 3rd level, and by the time I'm done doing this one, I will collect so much resources that I can go to the 4th level. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to because you know what? I want to start backlogging some serious amount of food. I want to start backlogging some food from the very beginning of the game, so I'll have a lot toward the end. Let's see. Travo said, Kismet, you know what? I like the way you stream. I like your stream. I like it so much, as a matter of fact, that I'm going to go up there. I'm going to drop the dragon hammer. I'm going to crush that follow button and become part of the Kismet army. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about my voice. I've been mega streaming. I played this game over 70 hours, and today we've played it for an additional 60 hours. That's 76 hours and just over 6 days. I know, we mega stream up in here. That means we go until we can't go anymore. I'm probably going to have to do some hand puppets. I'm going to have to get Sparkle Dog up here to speak for me. Sparkle Dog, could you help me out? Could you help me out, Sparkle Dog? If I can find you. There we are. Come on, can you help me out, Sparkle Dog? My voice is a little hoarse. I got some coughing. I need you to come help me out. Put your translation collar on so these people can hear what you have to say. Always do what the Sparkle Dog says, because you know what? You don't want to anger her. She gets angry. Watch out.
Hi, this is Sparkle, the legendary gamer dog. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the follow button. Then go to your Twitch channel. Then to chat, do a /host Kismet. And if you really want to level up, press that subscribe button. Thanks and later, noobs.
All right, she's too late to hang around with us. Let's see those Sparkle Dogs in the chat, everybody. Let's see them. Let's see those elite Sparkle Dogs. But we love you due to that. Sidetracked is good. Well, thank you. Thank you, Sarge. I do get sidetracked all the time. I do get sidetracked. Now, if you're new to my stream, you're like, who is this Kismet guy? I would like to talk to Kismet, but I don't know how. How would I get Kismet to notice me in the chat? Kismet, notice me in the chat. It's easy. You just use my name, Kiz or Kismet, in the chat. Just use it right in there. Type, Kismet, how you doing? Kismet, I got a question. Kismet, what's this? Kismet, what does that do? Kismet, how do you get this game? All of those kind of fantastic questions I love to answer. Now, I've gone into some streams, by the way. If you are a streamer, I'm going to tell you something never to do. I've gone into a stream before. I'm not going to say who it was, though he's a pretty big streamer. Not a really big streamer, like, you know, up there with like Shroud and, you know, Ninja and Doc. Those are massive mega streamers. They're like really at that top level, right? But I've gone into some peeps and they have, you know, 1,000 people in there and whatnot. I've gone into some streams that have 100 people in there. Some that had like 50. Well, this person was a pretty big streamer and they had about 100 people in their channel and there was barely anybody talking in the chat. So I thought, you know what, I'll get the chat going, right? Get the chat going, I'll ask a question. So I went in there and I said, hey, I've never seen this game before. I've never seen that game they were playing. And I said, you know, what is this all about? How do you play this game or whatever? And their response was, go Google it. That was their response. And hey, they were just waiting. They were doing what I sometimes do here, where I just press the fast forward and I'm just sitting waiting. Right? I'm just waiting for it to do its thing. And that person like really offended me. And I was like, I can't believe you do that to your chat. So I left that stream. Never went back. Never went back. So I don't mind answering questions. Even if it's a question I've already answered before, I don't mind. Come in, relax. This is a safe place. You can come in, relax. You can have your kids around. It's PG-13. You know, we try to keep it there. We don't try to, you know, safe for work. So if you're at work and you have a job where you can sit and watch my stream, hopefully you're getting lots and lots of work done. Don't get fired over the stream. I'm just saying. But if you have that type of job, enjoy. All right, let's get back to it. So again, we have all these options. Now there is an option that I didn't mention, right? We've got lighter sleds. We'll talk about that in a second. Same thing with Outpost Depot. But one of them I haven't mentioned here is the factory. Now this is one of my favorite things to do because I go very heavy research and I go very heavy factory. Now the factory make those big giant robots. If you were watching my stream earlier, they make the big giant robots, the automation robots. So we're going to go ahead and start with our factory right away. And you're like, no, Kismet, you should make your guys go faster. You should do an outpost. You should do heating. Now I've played it 50 different ways. I've played it a bunch of different ways and did technologies in different ways, and we made it to the end most of the time. Most of the time I'll back up and try different things, right? I like to try different stuff. But what is the most important thing right now? And that's the hardest thing, is what is the most important thing right this second? And you can't only think in the short term, you have to think in the long term too, or you won't make it most of the time. So, what do I need right now? Do I need coal? Not really. Let's look at our coal balance. Looking okay. We're making tons of coal. Food processing. Yeah, a little bit of food. No, all that other stuff is good. Only thing right now, problem with is food. Right? So, of course, upgrading my peeps right here, upgrading this will give me a whole bunch of people back right now in the stream. It's the earliest moment in which I can get this, right? It's the earliest moment I can get those people back and have them doing something else. So that's absolutely what I'm doing. I want those people back to go do something else, right? So let's go ahead and start that. Off they go. Off they go. Let's get that done. We'll get it done in no time. We'll move on to the next thing. And then we go ahead and do another hut while we're at it. And I have a whole line of them here eventually. Again, we want to keep going with that same line, and then we'll fill in that outer line. See, not only do I like to play games, but I like to play them elegantly. I like to play them at a whole nother level, right? Like, I could just build and probably win anyway. But building it beautifully, attending to your own OCD, where you want it to be beautiful and also be functional. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making it beautiful and functional at the same time. I hope you guys appreciate all that hard work it took to learn how to do that. There we go. All right, and we got 10 people over here, 10 engineers. What could they be doing right now? Right? What could they be doing? So we're building this. What do we got over here? Child shelter. They can help out with the building. We got another coal mine going over here. Should we put some more research in to put them in there? Not really, right? Or wait, what is this guy doing? What's this guy doing? Oh man, he's got a bunch of resources, but he doesn't have people. So right now, the 221 people I have right now is the only people that I've got. Right? But I took 5 people back from the searching because there's nothing else for him to search right now. So I took him back and I've reintegrated him into the thing. And again, doing that kind of stuff makes a huge difference in your playthrough. I've also upped the range of my generator. It's super efficient. If you've got your second row going, very, very efficient to do that. And then up here, you're like, Kismet, why did you put these up here and not put them around the outside row? Well, that's because I got my heaters first. My heaters are heating those houses. So my discontent is staying fairly low so I can make them work harder. So, right. Cheap. Those things are cheap. Those heaters are really, really cheap. Put those down. Use those in the beginning. And then later on, of course, I'll go out 4 rows, which will, efficiency-wise, it's better to use your generator, but I don't have the resources to do it right now, and I don't have the technology to do it right now. All right. And we're going to have to rearrange some stuff over here later on as well. Okay, so we got all that running. There we go, Steam Hub. That's what I clicked on over here. Now we're going to adjust the range setting of this Steam Hub over here, 1 and 2, later on. So if we want it to be smaller and use less coal, or we want it to be 2 and use more coal, you can adjust that, which of course, every little bit like that in hard mode makes a difference. Now I'm not in hard mode yet because we're still playing the first one. Let's forward it on. Right now, the next thing's coming up is going to be my Book of Laws. Coal pile depleted. All right, that coal is gone, bro. Oh, we need to put some people in the coal mine. The coal mine's done. Let's go ahead and take those 10 people, put them up there. Let's go ahead and take this out of here. Now, again, if you didn't get it right away and you missed it for a few seconds, you're still fine. Thank you, Kalamal, for that host. Appreciate that host love. Big time. Look at those sparkle dogs in the chat. Kismet, that's how. There you go. There you go. Go out and retweet, everybody. Follow that retweet. I need you guys' help. Oh, another one coming in. Sarge with a host. Thank you so much. I need you guys to come in and host the channel. I need you guys to go out and retweet. This is how I get preview copies of games, is because my community is so amazing that you go out and you retweet. You go out and show the love. You guys get rewarded for it as well. Both in the fact that I get to play preview games, like I got to play this preview game before it was released. Same thing with Surviving Mars, thanks to Paradox and also 11-Bit Studios for those games. As well as it allows me to do a lot more stuff here in the stream if I can get sponsors and whatnot. And I put every single dime back in the stream. Every single thing I get, I put back in for you guys, my community, because that's what my focus is. I've already made a lot of money in my life, and I've spent it all. And that is a great goal when you're trying to provide for your family. But right now, I got $10 in the bank, but I'm still going to just keep giving out the love because I don't know. I have sleep apnea. Something I didn't mention earlier, that when I go to sleep, I may not wake up tomorrow because I stop breathing when I'm sleeping. So I have a special thing I put in my mouth to try to prevent that. But every night I go to sleep, I'm not kidding. I don't play a character. I'm not trying to get you sympathy. I'm not trying to make you donate. I'm just telling you the real deal. This is the real life Kismet. I tell it to you straight. I don't BS you. I don't try to pull the wool over your eyes and none of that stuff. I tell it to you straight. Every night I go to sleep, I don't wake up tomorrow. That is my reality. That is my existence right now. So, you know all that other BS in life, people's problems and their complaining and their negativity and all that stuff, it doesn't mean a thing to me. Because you know what? I'm just trying to do what I love to do until the very last minute. And this is how my last minute's going to be. Right here. With my phone. Check it out. I got a cool Kismet Ring of Destiny phone. Right here. Or case. I'm going to go like this. Whoop! High score! That's how I'm going to go. Just like that. Hopefully. We'll see. Got to get this playthrough done first. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it, everybody. Again, a little IRL for you there. A little real talk. So again, I just try to do what I love to do. Money's not my primary goal. I find you should do what you love to do first, and that money stuff will work itself out over time, over a long period of time usually. But over time, it'll do it. All right, so I'm taking this out, dismantling that, and we are finally ready for our coal thingies right over here that we haven't put down yet. which are coal thumpers right here. So I'm going to put a coal thumper right here. Now, why am I going to put it there and not over here or down here or over here? Well, I'm not going to put it down here because I don't want it to interfere with my houses. I'm not going to put it in the middle because if I put my gathering things over here, they're only going to have access to one of these, right? So I really want to put this down first. And notice we got a little zigzag on the road there, right? Kind of messing us up. What's up with that, Kismet? What's up with that? Fix that zigzag, man. Well, now I can fix that zigzag because that stuff's not in my way anymore, right? So let's fix that zigzag first. Bring that straight out. Make it beauty-mous. And then let's wait till that's fixed first. And we're going to look around first. How are we looking? Book of Laws, Technology, Scouts. Good. And our people, we got 10 people doing nothing. Oh, man, we can't have 10 people doing nothing. By the way, I've got 26 kids now, and I've only got enough room for 30. Wait a minute. Yeah, I got enough room for all. You don't get that many kids early on, by the way. Later on, it might be a problem. All right, so let's keep that going. Let's let them build in that road. Now, I'm just going to watch this road and let them build it in as quick as possible. Beautiful. And then stop. Now, I've also got my book of law, so let's do that first so I don't forget. All right, what do we want to do next? What do we want to do next? We want to do cemetery, but we haven't had any dead people yet, which is great. We're going to try to get no dead people, though that is pretty hard to do. It is pretty hard to do to not lose anybody. So what else do we got over here on the left side? Let's take a look. Moonshine. We can give people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bones and souls. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes less discontent, because when they're eating that soup, they're not very happy about soup. They want better food, right? Now, we've also got House of Pleasure, which I've never used before, which I think is a little inappropriate, but there you go. Our hardworking people deserve all the relief they can provide, and some of them yearn for the pleasures of the flesh. Inappropriate. Prostitutes can be employed. That's why this is PG-13 stream, everybody. Prostitutes can be employed in each pub to further lower discontent. Hope will fall slightly. So the discontent will go down, but the hope will fall, right? Because you have to resort to prostitution. I never use that one. Dueling law, we've already read that one earlier. I don't like to use that one because my peeps sometimes die. Now again, soup, if you're low on food, I'm doing okay on food right now. Food additives, maybe. Now I could go soup, by the way. I could go soup in this medium playthrough, right, or normal playthrough, because I got to play through the normal game first before I can do the hard mode. I could do that, and then I could reduce the amount of hunters, and then use those hunters, say, to gather more wood, right? Make more sawmills and gather more wood. But I find this useless. I find that useless in the long run, personally. I find it useless to do a lot of sawmills, though there's a lot of sawmill stuff. I find I prefer to just put them on tech or put them on something else and just kind of ride that wood level just at where I need to be. Now, of course, I'll need to take it up to a whole nother level soon. Like I could just go and take it to another level. Like take this and make a wall drill. Right there, right? Now, this will be the first time we're able to do this early in the game. If, of course, we could have not put down our coal thing down, and we would have been just fine. But this is the first time I was able to do both coals and also both wall drills. Now, of course, there's actually 3 coals. There's 2 wall drills, 3 coals, and 2 iron into steel mills, or what do they call it? What do they call it? They call it mines. Mines. So, how was I able to do that? How was I able to do that this early, right? I'm on day 10 almost. I'm on day 9 right now. I'm about to be on day 10. The way I was able to do that is I dismantled the automatron, or the automate. Oh man, I'm just going to screw that up every time I play this game. The automation, I dismantled it, but I got 2 cores instead of just 1, because they take 1 core to make, right? So instead of just sending them back and using them for resources, I decided to dismantle them so I can make stuff, and then I can make some of those later when I really, really need them. I don't need them right this second. At least I don't think so. Now, this is the first time I played through this way, so you guys are seeing it for the first time, but it seems like a more efficient way to go, and we're going to test it out right now. All right. Now, I could run the road from over here and all of that, but I'm not. I'm just going to run it off of this road, very, very small, to get that going. And since I have 10 people over here, I can go ahead and utilize them in there. So instead of making sawmills, which go a lot slower, I want to get these in place right away. And as my people are exploring, you can see he's on the way back with 3 of them. He's on the way back with 3 of those babies. And we need to be ready, hopefully, by the time he gets back. How much further he's got? No, he's got to go there, and then he's got to get all the way back. Okay, he's got a ways to go. He's got a ways to go. Let's see here. Hunting, we're going to try to get. Let's get that going, and we'll see what we're going to do next. Everything else, oh, book of law. Book of law, I didn't click anything. I didn't click anything. I was talking to you guys, and I almost messed up there. I forgot to talk to you guys. So our other option is cemetery, which we talked about earlier, or corpse disposal, where you just dump your people, or you build them a proper cemetery, or you can do food average. You can do all this stuff, but you know what? I want to go ahead, and every meal slightly lowers discontent, so every time they eat, the discontent goes down, and then eating soup goes down. But every time they eat, for the whole rest of the game, discontent going down, 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 down. And that's what we want, so that when we need to, and we need to make them go way faster, boom, we can get that going on. So moonshine is underway. Now again, my discontent's going to go down, which makes them less pissed off at me when I am doing a lot of overtime work. And I have everybody working overtime. I have everybody. This guy's working overtime. These guys are working overtime right here. And over here, working overtime, working overtime. What about this guy? Oh, wait, the new guy's not working overtime. He is now. Look at that discontent going up. Over here, sawmill, working overtime. Steelworks, overtime. Steelworks, overtime. Now, this one's turned off right now because I don't got enough peeps for that, and I don't really need it right now. I've got 121, though I'm going to need it soon. This needs to kick in. We need more people here from the Hunter's Hut as well, and we will get all that running later on. Now, I just put that stuff in place so I can use it. Now, look at this. I got this road not being used. You know what? That's a little bit of resources. Beautiful. Take that out. Now we're going to go back and pick this up. You're like, Kismet, you forgot about it. Oh, I didn't forget. I just got busy. Sometimes I do forget, though. I will admit it when I forgot. All right, let's go back over here. Get that out of there. Pause our game because sometimes it starts up. What happens is I see this thing right here? Sometimes when you have your game paused, that thing is turning, and it messes me up. It messes me up. I think the game is actually running. Oh, wait. We didn't get rid of it. We didn't get rid of it all. We forgot to get this little bit right there. There we go. So it messes me up. So I think the game is running, and I hit pause to stop it, and then it actually starts the game. It might happen to you, but it looks like they fixed it because it's not running now. It's not spinning now. I wonder if they watched my stream and they got that as a feedback, or I'm sure other people put that in as a feedback as well. Excellent job. Again, excellent job on fixing that. Okay, so we're going to put our coal things in just like that. Now, one cool thing happens here with our coal things, our coal thumper, is that we can go ahead and put our gathering stations back here, right? Which is great because then it'll be right by the sawmill. Except for that sawmill ain't going to be there. I'm going to take that sawmill out eventually. So, what's another way of doing it, right? So we could put our gathering stations, gathering posts, back here, right? One here and one there, and they'll fit fairly perfectly behind there. Not exactly perfectly. We can also put them up here in the front, one there and one there. If we wanted to take up a little bit of this, and then they'll be warmed by this eventually when it reaches that 4th core, right? So they'll be extra warmed by this, keep them from getting sick. We can put them next to it, right? Which is actually the most efficient way of doing it, right? Putting it right here and putting it right there. That is the most efficient way because you can put one here, one here, one there, one there. You're like, Kismet, just do it. Let's see it. Let's see it. You're right. You're right. I get it. I get it. You're like, Kismet, just do it. Put it there so we can see it. All right. I understand. I understand. You want to see it. You can't visualize it. You want to see it in action. There we go. So these two are going to collect from this. These two collect from this. Or all 4 will collect from that one until it's gone. And then all 4 will collect from this one when it's gone. Now watch that radius. Make sure that it can reach it, right? See that? It can reach the piles that are on this side. Now there's going to be 3 piles on the back of it. 1, 2, 3, right? If it depletes these 2, this one's not going to be reached by that particular house, but luckily these 2 can reach that, right? So it's going to work super efficiently. And I have tried it that way before, and it has worked fantastically, and I recommend that, but I'm not doing that in this playthrough because I like to do different things on every single playthrough. You'll always see me try different things to see if we could do better the next time. Now, I have left this section here clear on purpose. I have put nothing along this edge on purpose. because we're going to try something different. This time, we're going to try to put these gather stations within the rings, right? Now, notice how if I put it here, it's too far away to get the coal. I would like the coal things to be able to be turned around the other way, so it would make it easier for me to put these guys on the inner rings and then have it turn the other way. Now, also what I can do is I can cut very heavily into this area and put my gather stations on the second ring here, right? I can put them here and here. Take this out. I love the theory craft. A lot of fun. If you guys are enjoying the theory crafting, put a 1 in the chat, please. And then we can put the coal thumper maybe right up here, maybe just a little bit further so we can make sure we get our houses in there, but it kind of messes up my rows a little bit there. And it's also in my heat zone. It's in my first 4 areas where it's in my heat zone. And this is a business, right? This is a business, so we can heat it separately. We don't have to have it within the generator area. We can heat it up separately. Also, there's some long-term stuff that I'm going to be doing with this right here. Now let's go ahead and take it up here and say, look, oh, look at that. 2 of those could fit right there, right? And then we could put the ones underneath. And then we could put our houses all around the middle, right? And we're going to need every one of those houses. We're going to need every row. So what we can do instead, do this, and do this, and do that, and that. Now the problem with this is you can get the coal, but then eventually you're gonna need 2 gather stations per coal thumper, and eventually you're gonna need more. But then we can do this, and we can do this, right? Oh well, that one doesn't reach that other one. Well, that one doesn't reach that other one, right? So it only reaches this one.
Made me his caller. He is a good and smart master, so that I may talk. Squirrel.
Squirrel. I'll get back to chat in a second. I'm explaining something. As you can see, we got 2 coals there and then these 2 below. That's very inefficient. That's how I started doing it when I first started playing. That's super inefficient because they're not overlapping both coal things. So let's take that out. We don't want that to happen. Let's go ahead and put the coal thumper in. Maybe we put him down here. Maybe we put him on this other side. Where's it? Maybe out here, right? Like way out here, like this, right? Just on the edge here. Try to line it up, which is not bad, right? But I can't move it out to here. Battle placement location, building here will destroy resources not adjacent to a street. So I can't actually put it there because it's red. Now let's go ahead and try something else. Let's go ahead and try a resource post. Can we put a resource post way out here? No. We'll put it right there though. And we could fill this in with a bunch of resource posts, right? Later on. I know. Good idea, right? Good idea. But you can do that if you want. You can go ahead and put your coal thumper out here. I don't like to put it out here because, again, it's in the outer cold area of my thing. I'm normally going to put these heaters more toward the middle. So, again, the most efficient way of doing this is to put this down and then put them 4 in the middle. But I'm going to try it this way this time. I'm going to go ahead and put it down here. Now, this is the thinking in the long run. You're thinking in the long run of when you get to heat these things, right? And you can keep your people warm. Now I'm going to put 2 coal thumpers down. And then put this gathering post here. Now we've got a problem because this gathering post is going to get that half. And we're going to put this gathering post. And then it's only going to get that edge, right? It's only going to get that edge, but at least it will be collecting at least from one of it. But then the first one shows up here. So this one's really going to be doing nothing. And you're like, well, Kismet, I don't know if I like that, bro. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I'm going to take that out. Maybe I'm going to just take it and stick it right there instead. Now, the cool thing about gathering posts is that when you put them down, I'm out of wood. I put down so many. When you put down gathering posts, let me take it out. Right here. That's 15 wood and 5 steel. And then when you take them up, of course, you get all your resources back, right? But once you build it, then you get a certain amount of the resources back. And we'll take a look at how much of that we get back here in just a second. But we're going to try something different. We're going to put these one in the heated row because eventually we're going to push this out all the way to 4. And so on. And try to heat those rows. And see if that's more efficient. Now again, I could put all 4 of these in the center, in between these, and be much better. But of course, again, in the long run, we're going to be doing something else. We're going to be doing something different in this playthrough. So make sure to stick around, everybody. Stick around. All right, so we got 10 peeps. Where do we want to put them? Let's see. We got that. Oh, we still got to build this. How we looking? Still under construction. Oh, let's put on the extended hours. And we're going to go ahead and speed her up. We got our new peeps back. They're getting hungry. Getting that food. Uh-oh, 13 people are hungry. They can't get the food. Now, what I think is these people are hungry. Oh, we don't have our... We didn't put any roads in. All right. Let's go ahead and work on our second road there. We're going to make a long one there. Hold on. Oh, not enough wood. All right, no problem. No problem. If we don't have enough wood, then let's go from the side we do have wood from. There we go. Nice. Nice. Coal Thumper. Let's go ahead and read about the Coal Thumper. Look at all that stuff we've already checked out. Coal Thumpers wash coal from cracks in the rocks on the surface. You can order people to gather the coal from the piles directly or employ them in the gathering posts. More than one gathering post might be needed to collect all the coal efficiently. So there we go. So there's a lot of stuff to learn in this game, and I love every second of it. Put this up here. There we go. I love every second to learn in this stuff, right? And sometimes I'll come back here and I'll look at it again. I'll learn even more stuff. Place them so the Coal Thumpers are in range. And like so. Now, see how they got theirs? They got theirs next to the Coal Thumper. Right in between as you're kind of doing that circle around, right? So they got them right next to them. I find that's one of the most efficient places. But we're going to go ahead and, again, try something different. Always fun to try something different. If I mean, it's going to collect the coal anyway. So we'll be fine. The problem is we don't got enough people. We don't got enough people to keep those gathering things going. So we're just going to build it while we have the resources, and then we'll come back to it later. Now, again, we want to make sure we don't run out of resources by the time our technology comes up. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait for that. So we could actually stop that right now and say, you know what, I changed my mind. Pull that out, and you won't lose any resources, right? You won't lose any resources right now if you do stop it. But you will cost you a little bit of time. But I'm going to go ahead and let that run. How we doing over here? Gathering post. Right there. Uh-oh. Made a mistake. I shouldn't have put those gathering posts there. I forgot to remove those. That was my bad. Again, if you make mistakes, just roll on, everybody. Roll on. Good time to save. That's not saving. Loading. Save as ultimate start number 11. All right, let me catch up on chat. Kismet, that's how. 5 more tweets. Let's do it. Get those 5 more tweets, peeps. Oh, we got Sonic in the chat. The Ghost Rider with a 1 in the chat. Thank you, thank you. Kismet question: when are you going to have a full day off? Don't worry about it, Raz. I'll be fine. I'll be fine, or I'll die. One of those. But hey, you know, I'm gonna be an awesome streamer or die trying. Let's go. Come on. You got to push yourself sometimes in life. Laying around on the couch, laying around in the bed, don't do you no good. All right, let's go. Let's go. Wait a minute. Didn't I take a full day off on Tuesday? I did. I did take a full day off. Well, I guess if you count, I streamed a little bit in the morning, but I did take the full day off to the next day, to today. Slept through my stream earlier today. So that is really a full day when it comes to me, right? Because I stream at nighttime into the morning, so that would be a full day. So I already did take a full day off. So there you go, Raz. I took a full day off. There you go. All right. By accident there. I got really, really tired, as you imagine, when you stream 70 hours in 5 days. All right, so we got that going. We got peeps over there working. That's why I was saving those 10 people, and we're going to get some more peeps, hopefully, to fill all that in. And I got to take this out because I done screwed that up, everybody. I done screwed the pooch, put that down. Shouldn't have put that down. I was showing you guys, and I forgot to take it out. Such is the way it goes. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And again, thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I think we're having a pretty epic playthrough myself. What do you guys think? We're having an epic playthrough? Put my spoon down now. There's pretty much nothing to stir. I drank that whole thing for you guys. Oh, it's like drinking medicine. Like drinking medicine for 6 hours. Blech. All right. It's tea with honey in it. I don't like tea, and I don't like honey in it. Ugh. I don't like raw honey. I like honey in stuff, like baked in baked goods. Honey's good. Honey baked ham, good. But honey just like that, and everybody's different. It's okay to be different, by the way. Some people don't like certain things. It's okay. You know, your friends might put you down. They might say, oh, well, you don't like that. You know what I say to them? Hey, everybody's different. Like what you like. Don't let nobody tell you different, right? If you like playing games, if you like geeky stuff, if you like just being who you are, right? Liking what you like, well, that's what life is about. The fact that you can choose to like whatever you want, whatever type of music you like and whatever. And the great thing is you don't have to like the same thing that other people like. You don't have to like it. They don't have to like the same music as you. You don't have to like the same music as them. And you can still be friends. You can still hang out. You can still have a great time no matter whether you're different or the same. That's what's great about life. Let's keep rolling on. Let's keep rolling on. Oh, and our people are done. They're at winter home. Here we go, everybody. Now, this is when the game goes into a whole next level. Here we go. Watch this. All right, search for the others is the quest we're on right now for winter home. Right down here. We climbed up to the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. So let's not do that in our city, right? And there's some steam cores. So let's go ahead and explore. Winterhome, the fall of Winterhome. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicles describe the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair, and the following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. Last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There's no hope. That's scary. Sites discovered, freshwater springs and the American camp. Now, right down here it says, we're on our own, bro. That means if you screw up, all the rest of humanity is going to be dead. So follow your Kismet tips. Win. Let's do it. Get those 2 cores. All right. Let's go ahead and get our scouts out here as well. So he's got Winterhome and Freshwater Springs. What can we see over there? Freshwater Springs. We can see a distant glimmers. I love how it shows you like a little preview of what it is, like a little blurry preview. We can see distant glimmers of sun reflected on the surface of water. Unfrozen water here points to a presence of a freshwater spring. Ooh, let's go check that freshwater spring out. Let's go check it out. Now look what happened. We've got another one back here, the American camp. Remember how I send those guys back and then I told them to stay here and I used them elsewhere? Well, now what we can do is while we were using them on production, we can now go in and we can take those peeps back out again. Now look, we got engineers here. How can we find our workers? Again, we can click here or we can just roll over it and remember where they're at. But we can click there and we can say, okay, where's our workers right now? We've got 5 people in the public house. Ooh, let's take those out. Oh, wait, no, we don't want to update our people. We don't make our people upset, right? We don't want to get discontent. Maybe here in the food? Oh, yeah. Engineers. Oh, wait. No workers. How about over here? Aha, there's some workers. Let's take those workers out. Let's go ahead and get them out in the thing. We can click this by. Oh, you can also click this balloon here. That's what the balloon does. Balloon unlocks your ability to scout. Uh-oh. Not enough wood. We didn't time that right. I used up all the wood over here. I should have timed that better. Again, you can make small mistakes like that in medium mode. I used it all up. I should have saved that, but let's just go fast forward this baby. Hope falls. Watch what happens to my hope. Look how far my hope was. It's going to fall massively. How are we supposed to survive if they didn't? Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back, says Christopher Lewis. Why did Winterhome fail? Are we going to die here too, says Clarence Jackson. We should have stayed in London. Surely we could have fallen. Surely it couldn't have fallen like this. Uh-oh. Now, this is a society survival game. That means you're trying to save the society as well as build a city, as well as do a whole bunch of other stuff. So Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead? How can we survive out here with any help? We have got to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather with the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads throughout the city. Put my own words in. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Choose your path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chance of survival. Say that again. People are shaken, racked with fear and doubt. They lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into chaos that consumed Winterhome. A new set of laws will become available. Order, over here, which is what we're rolled over right now. Order and discipline. What you can choose, order and discipline. Or over here, faith and spiritual strength. Right? So you can choose one of the other. I've played through in both lines. This is more militaristic, right? Keep the people in line. Use your military power to keep them in line, or have some faith. Now, just so you know, I've not played it in the release version, but the faith version is OP. It is so OP. So we're totally playing that one. We'll play that one first, and we'll come back. We'll play the order one in another playthrough. All right. So again, once you choose, you're chosen, right? So usually you want to save before this, but oh well, we'll go for it. House of Prayer. So we're going to go put down a House of Prayer. We need a place to practice our faith in peace. After introducing the law, another one can be passed. New abilities, House of Prayer. New abilities, Sermon. House of Prayer, the Temple. So we've got some abilities in that temple itself. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their hope. All right, let's sign that. We got, you'll have to build 2 houses of prayer. So let's sign that. Let's pause. See the French fry. You guys don't have any French fries? Sorry. There we go. Dash Rider in the chat. Hey, Kismet. Doing a Fallout 4 run through, but want to use the mod where you can clear stuff you normally wouldn't be able to. What's the name of it? Follow my mod list right there. Crazy's got your back. It is, I believe it's called Spring Cleaning. It's like the top 5 of my mods in there. It's one of those. Follow the link. I worked very, very hard on that mod list. So not only do you have like the 70 or 80 mods that I have running at the same time, but you also got a link to every single one and what every single one does. I know, it was a lot of work. So you can go ahead and follow that link up to Nexus, download it, put it in your Fallout 4, have a great time. Now, if you're just coming in the stream, you're like, Kismet, what the heck, bro? What the heck? This is not Fallout 4. Why are you not playing Fallout 4? Well, I did promise that I would play it today, but we're having an amazing playthrough here of FrostPunk, and I will play it. I will absolutely play it today. We're going to play it here on the Mega Stream. But we're going to want to play through the game here, try to get this finished. We're going to get this city finished, and then we're going to switch over to Fallout and play some of that. All right? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Now, we've been going for 6.5 hours right now, and we're going to keep it going all night long. We're going to Mega Stream. And I might have to move my stream in the afternoon back a little bit, but of course we'll be playing this game, so there you go. There you go. All right, so let's see. What do we got? We got 5 peeps. We got to get our thing going. We need 40 wood. We don't have enough wood. Peeps now are all freaked out. They're all freaked out about this whole Winterhome thing. Went down to the crapper. And now they're going to come up and they want to talk. At least we should have built... At last, we should have built a house of prayer long ago. Well, I could build it long ago, though. We just got it. We just got it. What do we need? 30 wood. We don't got 30 wood. We're bumming. We're bumming. Let's speed this baby up. I wonder if our captain really has a plan, says Helen Bennick. Hey, don't be questioning me. Don't be questioning me. Let's click it. Let's see. The Londoners is the next part of the storyline, and fantastic story in this game, by the way. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food when we starve? Man, I gotta really learn to speak today. Too many mega streaming. Let's do that again. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down. We're not going to die. That's what that button says. Calm down. We're not going to die. Bunch of spaz, people. Relax. Kismet's got this under control. All right, the Londoners. Your people are divided. Some of them are so scared that they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. So I can read better faster. I don't know why that is. Fear may lead people to desperate acts. Maintain peace, give people hope, and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. So that's why they call this a social game or a social city game, is because you're dealing with the social aspect as well as the building and collecting and all that other cool stuff. And that's what's really nice about it. That's what is very unique about this game as well. What I really love about it. All right, so we got the Londoners quest right over here. Let you guys see that. The Londoners. Don't let the Londoners disrupt the city. We've also got to build our house of prayers before we get too far. But we don't have enough coal. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, enough wood. Now we do. Now we suddenly have enough wood to send our other peeps out. And because they're right here and not way the heck over here, they don't have to travel all the way back, right? I don't have to go all the way back here. Since I sent them out here, I don't have to go all the way back. I can just send them out right away. And, of course, that's called thinking ahead. Thinking ahead there, everybody. Guys got you covered in the chat. That's why my mods are so awesome. All right, let's keep going. We're doing a mega, the ultimate start playthrough. I'm going to show you how to win. I'm going to show you how to not only win, but to crush this game. To absolutely crush it under the power of your excellent management of your city. Let's do it. All right, temperature falls. All right, here comes the cold, everybody. It's going to drop another level back down, and it's pretty much going to go up and down for the whole rest of the game. Let's take a look. What do we got? Oh, boy, it's a little chilly. It's a little bit chilly. Let's turn that on. How we looking? Turn that on. There we go. Let's watch the cold come in. There we go. Watch it gets colder and colder. Minus 36, minus 38, minus 40. Still doing okay. We're still on the left side, the chilly side. But you know what? Let's go ahead. We can fire up this here. It's going to burn up a lot of our coal. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do. How about here? Shelter. Turn that on. Well, we got this shelter going over here. Let's turn that on. Keep our kids warm. Keep those kitties warm. Over here, we got that one on. Let's turn this one on. All right. Hunting tactics research. That means my people are going to be getting a lot more. So we're ready for the next one. We're going to go right to flying hunters. Again, the hunters based here will get 30 every round. Now these hothouses do 30, or you can have 15, or now we have 10 because we reduced it. That's what this does. It reduces it from 15 people in your hunting to 10, but you get the same amount of resources. And then this here, which is going to give us 30 per, and it doesn't cost us any steam cores, which this does. Right, that costs a steam core. This is more of an in-game one, I think, than this. Now, of course, in another scenario, maybe that one would be better, right? That one would be better based on the scenario itself. But I don't know. I haven't played those other scenarios, but I will play them for you here on stream. Let's see. The flying hunters over here. So the flying hunters we're going to choose. So it really boosts our food. Then we don't have to worry about it for a while. I'm going to start to build a backlog of food. Right now, we've got a lot of food. And we got 25 peeps back. Look at that. We got a lot of people back. Now I can put them into converting the food. And eventually what I'm going to do is put some of these food things on the other side here to test something this round to see if people are less hungry if I put them also on this side so they can access that food from both sides of the place. Also got one person who's sick right here. We've got 8 people who are out sick right now. Let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at our patients. 18 hours, 19 hours, 19 hours. How about over here? This one's less than an hour. 11 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. Now, we're still waiting for this cooldown on that one, but these are individual cooldowns, by the way. Each hut is an individual one. So now we've got all of these people, 19, 18 hours, and we should really have some more in there. And let's go ahead and let that run a little bit. Maybe we get another one, because this guy's sick right here. Should get in that sickness thing. Right? Why is he not getting in there? The heck if I know. We got some peeps who are hungry, though we got plenty of food. So there's some sort of mechanic that causes that to take a while, right? Maybe they're off at work, and then they're not getting their food, and they're not getting their sickness. But we're going to go ahead and let it run. We'll see what happens. Oh, now we got 5 people who are hungry. We got 8 people in there. Why is this one person? Warren 40. He's alone in this world. He's long work hours. He's going on an expedition. So he's going on an expedition right now to this. Right now, this is his home right there. Right, so we can go into the detail level, and we can zoom in, by the way. I usually stayed out so I can watch the progression of my city. But yeah, we need to find that guy. We can click on him. Warren Foldy, that's where he lives. Right now he's going out to the beacon, right, which means he's out doing this. So he's sick out here. So he might be in this group right here, and he's sick going out to the camps and whatnot, and we have to wait for him to come back. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that dude, because I'm not pulling him back. I'm going to let him run out there and do my stuff. Now we're starting to build up a lot of resources, which is great. And we've got 20 people who are free to do something else. So we've got 20 workers. Now what can we do? Now we can put those 20 workers on this wood. Grab all this wood, because, you know, we always need some wood, right? So let's go ahead and just utilize a little bit of that. I'm going to just put a sawmill right there in the corner. Look how perfectly that matches there, right? You're like, Kismet, you knew exactly to put that there. Actually, I did not. That is the first time I've ever done that. Again, I will tell you if I'm doing stuff on purpose and I messed up on purpose to show you guys, or if I really am doing it for the first time, I will let you know. All right, so we're going to put some people there in that, and then we'll go ahead and get all this wood. I'll just add a little bit of bonus, get the wood a bit faster, so when we're doing our research, we can get that going. Now, we have 20 people, so we could actually put 2 wood ones down if we want to speed that along, and then we can take those up later, get those resources back. But I have a lot of wood there, and just happens to be in a nice place. Now, I also need to work on my coal. My coal's going down a bit, and it's going to be even worse because it's really cold right now. So let's go ahead and just put some peeps out here to start working on that coal. We'll look at our cold index. We'll turn the heater on there. And over here, we'll turn the heater on. Oh, it's not constructed yet. Over there. Then we'll look at our cold and see how everybody's doing. We've got our cookhouses, which need to be fairly warm, going. We got our kids that we don't want to get sick. And let's go ahead and take a look at that research that we talked about a really long time ago and see if this is boosting that research, right? Oop, we'll zoom out a little bit. All right, well, these guys are at 100%. So why is it not boosting that research, right? Like these guys over here were at 120%. Well, wait a minute. They're not at 120% again. What the heck? What the heck? What causes them to go to 120%? Well, it also is a factor of how many people are sick in that location, right? So if we click on there and we look at this, right? Or we click on this and look at how many people are here. Research building count, 6. Right? And you're like, 6? What the heck? What does that mean? You click on this, 6. Right? And then over here. Research building count, 6. Right? Allows you to build hunter hangars. By the way, flying hangars, which are what I'm researching. And you're like, what does this mean? That basically means, it basically talks about the actual research that you're doing in there. Now, the stuff at the bottom, the 178 potential of 180%, is the fact that we have a bunch of them, right? And it looks like you can only do 4, but you can do way more than 4. It actually boosted. I boosted up to 350% before. When you have enough people to do that. All right, so we got all that going, and we have all of our resources fairly balanced, except for wood right now. We could use a little bit of a boost, so we're going to give that a bit of a boost. And let's look at our stuff. Coal, doing okay. Definitely bring up our coal production. Food, again, problems. Untreated citizens, we got 1. But, you know, it's got room. I don't know why he's not in there doing his thing. You know what? Let's just go ahead and speed that one along if we can. Bam. And we'll go ahead and get these guys. Give them extra rations to speed them up. Over here. Extra rations for that. And again, this guy's out scouting. Right? He's in the beacon. He does the beacon, which means he's a scout. He's out here. Nothing I can do about that right now unless I want to bring him back. That kind of thing. Which I don't. And let's see. Anything else we need to do? We got this. We got that. Our hunters are doing their thing. We got all of our people fairly assigned. We're saving these 10 people to go in here. What can we do in the meantime while we're waiting? I know, make some coal. So we're going to put those 10 people into coal, make some coal while we're waiting, because again, our coal is eventually going to run out. Let's go. Let's wait for him to build. There we go. Notice I was pressing my space bar to pause it right when it was done. Then I'll go ahead and take them out of coal right now. And sometimes I build buildings just ahead of time when I have the resources, because they build stuff at nighttime when they're not doing anything else. So that's the most efficient thing to do, is just to build it in advance if you can, and then come back and work on it later if you know where you're going to build and what you are going to build. All right, and let's see what else we got going on. Again, let's read the American camp. Several big tents, no sign of life. A flag flies over them. The American flag. Even from the distance, we couldn't mistake the stars and stripes. Now remember, these guys are from London, right? These guys are from London, and this is the American camp. All right, so we'll find out what happened to the American camp here in a minute. Freshwater Springs, almost there. Now we've got this thing here, Winter Home, that we can actually send our peeps out to collect some wood from if we want to. And you're like, Kismet, how do you do that? Well, you go in and we'll have to research this right here, the Outpost Depot. And right now we're doing food. Try to keep our food up. All right, let's keep going. Nothing else we need to do. And there we go, Flying Hunters Research. See how it's like one thing after another after another. If you do it right, it's just literally one thing after another after another. Now we've got this here, and we want to put some of these down. Let's go ahead and just put these down. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did that on purpose. Wait a minute, Kismet. Why are you putting those down, bro? You can just go and you can take those and just upgrade the ones you've got. And this took me a while to figure out. And I did it totally by accident. I asked people on the stream not to tell me. What you do is you just roll over it and you actually end up on top of the house. Notice how they've turned green. Again, fantastic UI design. Amazing job. Again, this is how games should be done. They thought about it in advance. If you want to upgrade it, they turned it green so you know which houses you can upgrade. Now I'm going to upgrade a couple of them like that. And then we'll go back in there again once we have more resources. We need 40 steel and 40 wood. So now actually steel is more important than wood, right? Steel is more important than that wood. Now how are we looking over here on this wood station? We're almost done. We're at 39. So again, if you're balancing your resources, this stuff should happen at the exact right time. So when this runs out, I should be able to take these 10 people and then put them into steel. And we're going to let that happen. Again, we'll look around. Oh, we got to research some technology. Now luckily I've built a backlog of wood on purpose so I can keep my technology going. Now we got both of those going. Now what can we do? Infirmary is great, so if your people get gravely ill, you can save them. You can also go in here, steam coal thumper, gathering post, coal mine optimization, scouts, factory, heating, right? What do I want? Faster scouts. And then eventually outpost depot. Go. Faster scouts. That means my scouts are going to get there faster, bring my people back faster, and get all that stuff. Faster. I always go for faster because I like to go faster. Must go faster, everybody. Must go faster. Now over here, do we got a long work shift? Oh, we do now. We do now. We forgot to turn that on the long work shift. How about over here? We got this guy in the long work shift? We do. There we go. Nice. We don't need to do 24 hours for right now. Let's keep going. Watching everything. Oh, this guy's going to be first right here. Oh, yeah. Freshwater Springs. Several pools are kept from freezing by a hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichens cling to the bare rock at their edges. It looks like a good place for a hideout. Freshwater Springs. Degenerated, but alive. Near the Freshwater Springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight. They seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Ask what kept them from starving. They look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. I seriously doubt it. I think they were eating each other. Sites discovered now, the Frozen Grove and the Snow Cliff. So what should I do? Should I send them back and then go and check out those other places? Or should I escort them back to get them back faster? Now, I just upgraded the speed at which my people can go back and forth now. So that would be the perfect thing to do, is to escort them back faster, and then also they won't die in the process. So I'm actually going to leave these out here and come back for those in a minute. And we're working our way to the escort camp. And there we go. Now on medium, you want to do this. Now on hard mode, you know, you might have to make them run back on their own. So on hard mode, you might have to make them run back on their own just so you can save time so you can get to all of those things as quick as possible. All right, so we'll let that run. We got everything else going. We got no free people. Looking good. Let me check the chat. Thanks, as Daz Ryder. Awesome, awesome. Anything else in the chat? Wow, you guys are not very chatty today. You guys are into this. You guys are into this gameplay. You guys are in the zone. You're into the zone here. All right, we're gonna do this though. We're gonna crush this. We're gonna crush it. This is the ultimate playthrough, right? This is the ultimate mega. This is the ultimate start mega stream. That means we are doing a mega playthrough. We are not only gonna finish the game, we are going to crush it. We are gonna bring it to its knees today, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Show you guys how to do it. But first, I'm going to say right here, the ultimate start right there with a 12. Now, of course, you don't have to do exactly the same as me. You can make other choices, try different things. That's the joy of gaming, is to try different stuff. Even if you fail, even if your peeps die, you can always try something different. All right, let's do it. Let's see. Building an outpost allows you to assign people to work at an outpost team. The outpost depot. The Outpost Depot allows you to create outpost teams. Click on the building to open the Outpost Depot panel to create units. Send an outpost team to establish an outpost in the Frostland at a location rich in resources. The outpost will send these resources to the city once per day until you order the team to return to the city. To send an outpost team, click it. Click the side icon, then the green arrow. So we click on them right here, and then we click on where we want it to go. And then we send them, just like that. All right, awesome. Now, the Londoners. Let's read about them. The Londoners are a group of people who are so frightened by... the Londoners are a group of people who are so frightened by the situation that they want to go back to London in a misguided belief that it's the only way to survive. People will join the Londoners when the hope level is low and leave when it is high. The Londoners will challenge your rule, provoking conflicts and urging others to leave the city. The intensity of the conflict depends on the general condition of the society. So the better you manage your society, the lower that number, the worse you manage it, the higher that number goes, right? So we've got to manage this right now. Let's get to it. Now, the other thing we want to build, of course, is faith. Now, we've got a new tab at the end there, faith. If you did order, it would be called order. We've got house of prayer. Now, we have these house of prayers that we want to touch all of the houses as much as possible. Now, you can see I'm in the third one out right now. I'm in the third row, going in a bit into the fourth row. And we want it to touch as many houses as possible. Now, what I do is I move it this way, right about here. And then I can run it over here as well, right there. And this house is kind of in my way right now, right? To put that down, if I wanted to get the maximum amount of houses on this side, that sucker's kind of in my way. So I can move that, by the way. You can move it, and I'll show you how to do that. You simply go in, put a house on this side, wait for that one to build, or take it out. Or I can just literally just take their house out right now, tell them to move. And because it's only one person, so only one person would be discontent. So that'll speed that along. So let's get that going. Again, watch all of our other stuff. This, good. Speed that along. Bam. Okay, that's out. Second that's out, we'll go ahead and try that again. We'll go ahead and get our faith. House of prayer. And... uh-oh, wait a minute. I took the wrong one out. I took the wrong one out. That's okay. We'll take that one out. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Now we'll take a look again. Hold on, because take a look again. Oh, yeah. This time, do it right, bro. Don't screw it up. Right? Now, of course, if I'm taking a house out, I always got to put a house back in. And again, I make that mistake was on purpose. Sometimes I'll make mistakes just to show you guys that you can survive making mistakes in the game. In this mode. All right, there we go. Now they're going to be going 50% faster. So much, much faster. Now what I'm going to do is probably do Outpost Depot, but let's look around first. Heating. Exploration, which is one we're on. We can do all this other stuff. Food and shelter, don't need to worry about it. Infirmary I would love to get, but I don't want to waste my steam cores right now. I'm thinking Outpost Depot. Let's do it. Outpost Depot. So again, we take that out, make sure we have a house to replace that house. They're going to be a little bit discontented about it, but such is the way it goes. Speed that up. Bam. All right. And again, once again, let's take a look. All right. Now we're in a really good position, right? So right off the bat, it's going to get all of these houses at once, right? And then when I add more houses on this side, it'll also get those as well. So we're going to put one there. And then we're going to go ahead and do it. Now you can do this 100 different ways, by the way, everybody. You don't have to do exactly where I put it. You could put it further down here. Now there are 3 buildings that is not affected by the house of prayer. One of those buildings is this building, which you can't move and you can't remove, which is the stockpiles. I wish I could move that. I would totally move that stockpile, and I would move it way out in the boonies. But I can't. You got medical post. That one you can move if you want to. And then, of course, another medical post over here. Now, these medical posts really don't have any effect. You don't have any effect on those with the church. So let's get the church. Let's make a second one because that's part of our quest. And we need to look at where our church is, right? So look at the church here. It hits right to these houses here. So to be super efficient, we don't want to hit those houses again, right? We want to try to get as much of this as possible. So we'll go ahead and take our church. We'll say, okay, right there. We'll rotate it around until we're not hitting that anymore. And you're like, wait a minute. Hold on. Aha, look. If you just have the tool, it shows you where it is. You don't have to go out and then click, right? The tool actually shows you where you've already got that faith, right? So then you can go in and you can just say, okay, I want this house, I want that house, and I want just this, right? But then of course you're hitting a couple houses that are not being affected by faith. So it's not really that efficient, right? So you're like, you know what? I'm going to go to the other side here. And I'm going to, oh, wait a minute. There's no houses over here yet. There's no houses on this side. Hold on, how can we make this even more efficient? Right? How can we make this more efficient? Now remember last time we put this right here, right? We put this right here so that we could hit all of those houses in one shot right there, right? With these fighting areas. So maybe that's the better spot. Or maybe we can go in like this and get even more, right? Maybe we can go in to row 2 and get even more. Now, I've already got a steam hub there. That's why I don't move my houses to the inside. But because I don't want to waste my resources, because eventually I'll bring my houses out there. But I moved that just so you guys can see. That was a little waste of my resources, but just so you guys can see that. So where do I want it? So I've already got over there, maybe right here, to get all of this, like this, right? Where's the most efficient? Where's the spot I'm going to get the most houses, right? Oh, you know, there's only 3 houses on that side. And there's all these houses on this side. So let's count the houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Let's rotate it around so you guys can see better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to get 6 that way. Let's go over here to this side. See what we can get. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the same. It's the same either way. Right? If I put it in. But in this case, I can put some more houses down over there in that inner row. So this is actually the smarter choice for the long run, because you can put one down and you can add 2 more houses and you'll get 2 more houses, so you have 8 houses under this one building. So you need to be thinking about that kind of future stuff. You don't have to think about it. You can do whatever you want. Just throw a whole bunch of stuff down and go for it. It's your game. You can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, I'm just talking about efficiency of where you're placing your houses, right? Or placing your churches. Now, I could build a bunch of churches right now. I have a bunch of resources to do so, but I don't want to waste those resources. So I'm going to try to get as many people as possible, and then also kind of plan for the future here over there. And again, this is why I stack these houses like this at the very beginning, because I don't have enough rows, right? I don't have my heat out enough. Right now I got it at 2, but in the very beginning I only have it as 1. But I get a bunch of people early on, so I've got to keep them heated like this. And then since I'm stacking them here, I can very easily put my church there, and it hits a whole bunch of them. Look how many this one's getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 at the very beginning of the game, at day 10. I'm getting 4 houses there. Now I can also put my houses out even more out here, and so on, around there, and in this zone, and I'll get some more. I got some houses I can put in this side over here, and I'll get some more over there. But we got to make sure, of course, watch those roads. We got to make sure that there's roads out to it. There we go. And now we got our faith in, and we're going to try to raise our hope up. We got 0 people left over. Let's go. Let's see. We got peeps coming back. Yeah, we got some peeps. Look at all those resources that guy's got. 22 peeps, 7 kids, Our 22 workers, 7 kids, nearly 200 iron, 360 wood, 35 food, I'm just rounding it up, and 355 coal, and 5 steam cores. 5 steam cores is the stuff. Now, it's going to take him 17 hours to do that, to go from here to here. And we need to be thinking about, okay, when those steam cores gets in, what are we going to do with those steam cores? We've already made this stuff with steam cores, right? And we made our coal mines with steam cores. We don't have any steam cores left. Loves to make that noise when I'm way out. We don't have any steam cores left. So when we get our steam cores, we want to go ahead and put them to work right away on something we want to do. Now, another thing we could build out here, if we had some steam cores, is another coal mine, if we wanted to. So I can just find it by doing this. Coal mine, right there, if we wanted to. Now, another thing that we just got, by the way, is our other stuff, our hubs. We're still working on that. I think we're still working on it. All drill. Yeah, we're still working on that. Yeah, that's what's going right now. Yeah, Outpost Depot. Yeah, there's some other stuff you can stack your outposts out here as well. Your Outpost Depot, so you can collect resources. But we're going to let that run. Anything else? Nope. Good. Save. Ultimate start. Number 13. Lucky 13. Hey, it's Buddy Blood Moon in the chat. Hi, how you doing? Oh my God, Kismet, I left for dinner and groceries and you're still streaming? That's right. That's 7 hours I've been going so far, and we're going to mega stream. We're going to keep going. Now, just so you know, I got a preview copy of this if you haven't been in my stream in a while. I got it on Thursday of last week. I streamed it for 11 hours straight. Then you know what I did the next day? 12 hours that day. Then the next day, 12 hours. That's right. Thursday, 11. Next day, Friday at 12. Saturday at 12 again. Sunday, 16 and a half hours. That's right. And then the next day, I think it was like 10 or 11 hours. So very close to about 70 hours streamed in 5 days of this game to bring the preview to you guys. Again, I got an advanced copy thanks to 11-Bit Studios. Incredibly fun game. I can't say any more nice things that I've already said. AAA, it costs only 30 bucks. It's like a steal. It's a super replayability. It's incredibly great. And you're like, Kismet, you're trying to sell us this game. No, you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to. In fact, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't have the fun. Don't have all the fun that I'm having right now. Don't have 70 hours worth of fun in this game. Whatever you do, don't go out. Don't buy this game. Don't have fun. Don't enjoy yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it, everybody. That's the one time you should not listen to me. That's the one time you should not listen to me, and you should go out and get this game. Come on, go get this game. It's 30 bucks. See if you can swing it. See if you can swing it. Go get the game. It's an amazing game. I'm definitely going to be playing it a lot here on stream. So go for it. There we go. And sorry if I get distracted. I do come back because you use my name. See, Bunny Blood Moon knows what to do. See, uses my name in the chat. It stays in the chat. So when I come back, I can, when I come back from explaining something, I can come back and talk to you guys. Let's say, Osuv, RPH is hanging out. Hi there. What's up? What's up? Oh, there's the wonderful, the fantastic Nooshki, one of my another amazing mods in the chat. Show Nooshki some love. I'm sure you guys already said hi to Nooshki. She's a big hit in the stream. And also in PUBG. Nobody kills my Nooshki. Nobody kills my Nooshki. Kismet goes into rage mode. I very rarely rage, but nobody kills my Nooshki. We all go into absolute, they gotta die if they kill our Nooshki. That's the way it goes. You gotta defend your Nooshki. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. All right, let's do it. Sarge, thank you. Kismet, are you still playing your Fallout 4 mega stream? Absolutely. Absolutely, Usher04. I do apologize. I do have it on my schedule. That's Fallout 4 tonight. But we are having so much fun in the game. We're going to finish this round of the normal version. We're going to get it done. And then I promised I would play Fallout 4, and I will play Fallout 4. We're just going to finish this up. We're doing fantastically right now. I'm going to start speeding up here in a bit. And then we're going to finish the game. And then we're going to, no matter how long it takes, I don't care if it's 8 hours that we stream. I don't care if it's 10, 12, 15 hours, whatever it takes. We're going to play some Fallout 4 for sure tonight or maybe in the morning, depending on your time zone. We'll play it. We're gonna crush this game so we can unlock the other scenarios so we can play that another time. And then we're gonna play some Fallout 4 modded. I always play Fallout on the stream. I have played it since day one. I'm the original Fallout 4 streamer. From day one, I have played it every single week of every single month of every single year since it came out. And sometimes people come back in my stream and say, Kismet, why aren't you playing Fallout 4 anymore? And it just makes me go, it just bums me out because I play a lot of Fallout. I play Fallout VR. I play Fallout modded. I play Fallout Vanilla. I play it with mods. I play it with DLC. I played a whole bunch of different ways, and I've played it in the hardest mode, in survival mode. I played it in the hardest mode, in the new survival mode as well, which is even harder than the older survival mode. And I played it in the new survival mode, the hardest mode, and played it in melee mode, the hardest way you can play it. It's the absolute hardest way you can play the game. You play it in survival mode, in the new survival mode, in melee mode. And I can only kill people with melee. It takes a long time, though. It takes a real long time. Now, of course, you could add mods and you could add hardness to the game on top of it. But don't worry. Every week, I will play Fallout. It's not like we're not going to play Fallout. We played it last week. Then I mega streamed for 5 days. Because that's not 7 days, 5 days. We played Fallout. Played a bunch of FrostPunk. Then we're going to play some Fallout tonight after we're done with this playthrough. And I'm going to try to speed up. I'm going to speed up a little. Don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to get through it. Let's go. Let's see. Here it's already 5 a.m. Says Sarge. Well, it's 12 o'clock for me. Oh, the big bada boom. Here it goes. Thanks, Kiz. No problem, bro. There he goes. Blew it up. Became the bit boss. You have a new chat overlord. Bow to your chat overlord. Unless you don't want to bow to the chat overlord. You say, I don't think so. I don't think so. I want to be the bit boss. I want to be in charge of the chat. I want to be the big man on chat and blow up that bit cup there, and then you can be the boss, the chat overlord to everybody. Everybody got to bow to you. There we go. Here we go. The OG Fallout Gangster. That's right. That's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. That's why they call me Overseer Kismet, because I crush it in that game. I crush it in every game because we practice, we learn the techniques, and then we destroy it like we're doing in this playthrough right here. We're absolutely destroying this game right now. It may not look it because I only got half a city going, maybe even a quarter of a city going, but we're absolutely crushing it because we're only day 10. We got till day 40 to do it. So we have 30 more days. We have 30 more days to crush this. And I think we're going to get it. So we got our people out there. Let's look at our book of laws. Good. Look at our technology. Good. Our hope is really low. We got to get that hope going on. Let's build that up. How many people we got free? None. We have 0 people free. We looked at our research boost. Why is that not getting 120% research boost over here? Why are my kids not helping out? I don't know. Let's go ahead and go to the daytime. Let's look again when it's daytime. How many kids we got in there? We got no kids in there. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we got no kids. All right. Hope rises because we did House of Prayer build. All right. Now we're going to go in and right away we're going to go ahead and have a sermon to make them happy. Now, of course, we got lots of people right there. That's going to make them happy. Let's go over here and do a sermon over here. Oh, wait a minute. Why isn't it on? Because one, it affects all of your churches. So all of your churches are going to have a sermon right away. Now, just so you know, you could actually move some of these people from over here, right? Here. You got 3 people here, and you got all of these people there, but you got 3 people here. You don't have to leave them there. It's not your job. They don't have to, keep them there. You can go. So you know what? I want to reach more people. I want to go ahead and put this over here because I've got the resources. I got the resources to make it happen. Let's do a little bit of this action, actually. Let's go that way. Let's change our mind on this one. Take that one back out. And we're going to run that around there. This way we'll keep going on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually build a couple more houses, and I'm going to kick them out. So they're in the faith zone. So that's a great way to kind of micromanage your people. So you get a benefit. And you need to keep that hope up or they're going to take all your people away and they're going to leave and you're going to fail the game. You're going to fail the game. So we're going to go ahead and take those 2 out. We're going to add 2 over here, which we're going to shift those people into our faith zone. Oh, man, doesn't look like we're reaching that one. Doesn't look like we're reaching that one. Hold on, maybe we can get one in between here. Oh, wait a minute. This thing's in our way. That fighting pit is in our way, but then, of course, the fighting pit brings down discontent. So, oh, we made a mistake. Hold on. This thing does not reach that. If it doesn't reach it, there's no reason to put it there. Let's take it out. Let's go over here. Let's cancel this one, which is closer to this. So we'll go ahead and we'll cancel that so we can undo. So again, if you're still paused, you can do and then, oh, wait a minute, that wasn't right, and undo before you start the game back up again. So another great Kismet tip for you there. Let's roll on. All right, what do we got down here? We got people with no homes, got people who are hungry, and people who are sick, but nobody gravely sick right now. Oh, man, we got lots of people sick. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go ahead and look over here. What do we got? 21 hours right here. We need to boost that. What do we got over here? 13 hours. Oh, let's see that 21 hours. Let's see how much we get a boost. So it starts with 21. Oh, man. Now that's a good boost right there. That's a good boost. That was 7 hours. We just reduced that. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go over here. Oh, that's the one we just did. And that one still hasn't cooled down yet. All right. Cool, cool. Now, we got a problem. We got a whole bunch of people sick. We told them to go a bit faster, but I don't think we're going to have enough. Some of those people may die by the time we take care of them. And we don't want them to die. We want them to live. We want all of our people to live. So we would just happen to have a spot right here and right there for a couple other medical areas, and we're going to need the engineers to put in there. So we're going to go ahead and build those. 10 people sick right now. Scouts have reached the camp and explore the camp. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated. Man, come on, Kismet. You usually know how to read. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Sites discovered, temporary settlement. And we've got 65 iron and 1 steam core. Now these other guys also hit, other guys are going out here and they've hit right here. Now we can go ahead and run them back with those resources, or we can keep going forward to this temporary settlement. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do because we want to try to get that explored as quickly as possible because something really bad will happen eventually. We need to focus on our discontent. How we looking? We're waiting for our book of laws, waiting for this, waiting for that, all of our other stuff. We're going good. What we were waiting on earlier, we're trying to build some stuff so we can get our medical going. Let's go ahead and see if they built. Oh, there we go. People join the Londoners. So I've lost, now they have 23 people. So I've lost some people because my hope is really low. Don't panic. You'll be fine. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in their ultimate survival. Now, one of the problems that is affecting my hope is that it's cold at home. We got 14 people doing overtime work, and I ignored their request to leave to go to London, right? So I'm going to go ahead and look in here, and I'll say, how can I bring my discontent down? Right? Like right now, it's pretty cold. Though the temperature is going to rise very soon, but let's go ahead and make them a little bit more comfortable by turning on that overdrive. Let's watch it kick in. There we go. Now watch my discontent go down. I'm going to go down over there. Nice. So I got to get a good, going down some more. Down, down it goes. Happy peeps. Happy wife, happy life, happy peeps. More hope. There we go. Nice. Now I'm going to let that run. I can't let it run too far. It's going to blow up. Let's go ahead and save just in case I do blow it up. Ultimate start 14. There we go. Thanks, Kismet Cheer, Sarge. Again, thank you, Mark, for the thing. Don't worry, we're gonna play some Fallout. You know it, we will. Have a good night, Kismet. Good night, Kurgan. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Now, if you'd like to watch this playthrough, I will cut it down into a guide later on, which talks about everything I'm talking about. If you missed the beginning, you're missing the middle, you missed the end, I will cut it down for you. All right, let's keep going. We got hope, discontent going on like that. Let's let it run. Anything we got? Okay, we got our peeps in here. Again, we got 10 people who are sick right now. So we got to utilize our engineers. Where's all our engineers at? Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and just take a hit on Tech Gen right now and set that to none. Set this to none because my people's health is always my #1 priority. So I'm going to switch that over. Now it's down to 7. We've got 13. We got 7 more people. Let's see if we can get them in there. Aha, got them all in there at once. Again, shifting people around is really, really helpful. Something scary just happened. Outpost Depot researched. Awesome. All right, we got this one right here. Again, it allows us to assemble an outpost team. The Outpost Depot allows us to assemble an outpost team, send it to establish a permanent resource outpost far away from the city, and maintain a connection with it. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do with that. Now, the first thing you need to do, of course, is you need to build it. You go under Tech, and you got to go to your Outpost Depot. Oh, wait a minute. 25 wood, we need 45 steel. So let's go ahead and shift our resources to steel. We're going to go ahead and turn this to none, and we're going to go ahead and crank this to max. Now, you can just leave these on, by the way. I usually do, but let's go ahead and turn that heater on to keep them nice and warm. Let's look at everybody and their ability to stay warm. Oh, I had that off, too. That's not good. I'll turn it on so the next time they go back in there, I'll have it on. What are we doing over here? We got people working in there? Nope, nope, nope. There's nobody working there. No reason to turn the heater on. How are we doing out here? Sawmill. Fairly cold. Fairly cold out there. Now, I need my steel right now, so I'm not going to put any heaters in the sawmill, but we'll get to it in a second here. So, okay, our steel went up, and now, and again, notice I'm not doing any research. Come back to it. What do we got? 43. Very close. 45. There we go. We got our 45. Notice the little green things there, and there's one there, and there's one over here. Now, which side should I do? Which one's aiming this way? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But hey, if you want to be like that, you can say, okay, well, this one's closer, right? Now, this one on the left here, actually, if you want to keep your wood, is actually destroys some of the wood. You might be cutting it, right? Might be cutting that down. So this one over here does not destroy wood. If you're trying to decide which one to do, right? If you're trying to decide, okay, which one should I do? This one is probably the one that doesn't destroy any of your resources, and probably the best one to do in the very beginning. Now, I need some streets, but it's really far out there. But that's okay. I happen to have an insane amount of wood right now. And I also have an insane amount of storage. So we'll go ahead and run this out. Like so. There we go. Now we've got a road there. That's going to allow us to do that. Let's go ahead and get our research together. Oh, wait. We can't do it yet. We got to wait for it to build. Let's see. Let's go look at our tech. What can we do next? Wouldn't it be great to be a factory? Can't do it because I don't have enough steel. What do we got up here? Oh, I don't know. Gathering house. We need steel. 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 Oh, man. We need some steel. Right now, we've got 0. Let's see if there's anything else that doesn't use steel. How about here in food and health? How about bunkhouse? Does that use steel? Yep. Infirmary? Yep. 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 Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. The steelworks doesn't use steel. We found one. We found one. Again, over here, steel. Did I do all of them? I think I did. So right at this point, that's already done. Right at this point, the actual best thing to upgrade is the steam steelworks because it doesn't take any steel that I need, right? So let's just go ahead and get the steamworks going so our research is not being wasted while we're doing something else, right? And that's good, but it's going to allow us to get more steel because right now, at the beginning of the game, and this is kind of the middle of the game right now, by the way, at least for me it is because I'm so far ahead. But at the beginning of the game, it's wood. At the middle of the game, it's going to be steel. And at the end of the game, it's going to be coal and food. Okay, so be thinking of it in that terms as you go. So let's go. Peeps are almost there. Bam. There we go. Scouts have returned safely to the city. We now got more peeps. We got 22 more workers, 7 children, 200 blah, blah, blah. I think I read that already. Bam. All right. Pause. And we need to set our people what we want them to do right away. So this is the guy that came back from way over here, right? So we got the frozen grove, a small grove of dozen trees. This tiny snow, there's a hole in it. It's inhabited. We can see a lone fire bustling about. So we can go all the way to the snow cliff, or we can go to this frozen grove first, get some resources, and then go to the snow cliff. It's very important in which direction you do that, because you can get a bunch of resources, then get people, and then bring the people back, which is usually the smart thing to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to that first, and also it's closer. I mean, you're already going that way anyway, so it's kind of dumb to go there and then there, but you got to come back eventually anyway, but there you go. So this guy is going to the temporary settlement. Let's see, did we get our thing built? Oh, Where is it? Over here. We got it built, but we don't got a road yet. All right, anything else? No, no, no. Go on. Oh, wait. Our wood is now full. Oh, man, I should have saw that coming. I should have saw that coming. I should have built some more resource depots, but I didn't. My bad. My bad. All right, I'm going to leave that there, actually. I'm going to go over and see if I can tap into some of this action up here. Stop running. There we go. Let's go and run that down. Run that across. And over there, again, trying to minimize those blockings of the road. And let's see, we got 197 steel now. Notice how we ran out of steel and we just happened to bring it back at the exact right time. And right now, my wood production has come to a halt because I can't make any more. It fits in there fairly good. And again, the reason why I'm putting them way out here in the middle of nowhere is because they are not affected by heat. And I want them to be way out in the middle, away from the rest of my space here, so I have enough space for my other stuff. Now again, we've got 22 people. How's our food looking? Let's look at it. Oh, right on the dot. Right on the dot. But let's go ahead and just put 10 people in there and get that food going on. What else we got? We got some engineers. We got 0 engineers. We got 33 kids. Luckily, we've got room for some more kids over here. So we've got 45 worth. 15, 30, 45. Yeah. We got 45 worth of space. Now again, let's look over here. Are we getting a boost of research? Well, we have 1 people sick. And right now, let's see, where's those kids at? Right here. Right? Kids are helping the engineering facilities. All right. Again, 163% workers, engineers. So it says they're off helping. Now again, I noticed, I thought I turned that on. Did I not turn those? Child shelter? I thought I turned them on. There we go. I missed that one. I missed that one. Now this is a little bit chilly in here, so they have a high chance of getting sick. But we got to watch out for our coal right now. It's actually okay. Our coal's doing pretty good. But our coal is actually getting reduced right now. So we got to watch out for that. We've also got some workers though. So our coal pile is building up out here. We've been building up all of this coal while we've been doing other things, right? So right now, right here, we have 560 coal, just like at the very beginning of the game. And those guys were building it up while we were off doing something else. We didn't have enough workers to collect it. But now we do. So we're going to go ahead, put some workers in there, and they're going to start working some of that coal. Now again, we have a problem with wood. We're producing too much, and we need to be able to store it up so we can use it later on. And again, you want to always be balancing that. We need 20 houses now. Just so happens that I have some space right here. Oh, wait a minute. Don't have any space because I put my health down, right? And we got 20 people in health right now. So let's go ahead and see if we can find a space that's good. Again, we want to look at our churches. All right, well, we got right here, we can get some, right? So let's go ahead and put some tents down by our churches. We need 2 tents. We can also put it back here if we want. Let's put it back there. Let's put it back there. Or no, let's not put it back there. Hold on. Now it's going to mess up my row. It's going to mess up my row. Hold on. Let's put it over here. There we go. And again, second circle. We'll go ahead and bring that all the way around. So there we go. So we put some houses in. We put in 30 houses. This is going to affect all 3 houses. Now the reason why I didn't put them back here is because I'm going to put some heat in. Though I could put them back there too. I mean, it really doesn't matter. But I'm going to put some heat in since I have lots of resources to heat those houses. Right? Now also what it's going to do is it's going to heat the other stuff. And eventually it's going to expand where I can actually do it at 2 levels instead of just 1. So I want to heat those houses, but I kind of want to push it away from my other one a little bit. So when it expands, it'll expand toward each other and maybe even overlap a little bit, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to leave a little bit of expansion room for that. Right there. Looking good. Heaters on. Again, we can turn these heaters on here, but again, we're not pulling in enough coal yet, but we will be very, very soon. We're doing Steamworks. We're going to get that going. We've got these guys going. We've got this is not doing anything because we don't have enough peeps. So we're trying to utilize every single peep. Now again, we could have 33 additional workers right now if we put our kids to work. but they're helping out in the science areas. Anything else we need to do here, and there? And catch up on chat. Catch up on chat. Everyone say she will never answer to that Nooshki or Canadian in that matter. There you go. Now again, if you do have I has no more mugs. Oh no! Oh no! No slapping of anyone's butts. Raz. There you go. Look at Sister Wolf with the War Witch emotes. Shooting those butts. Shooting spells at people's butts. Oh, there's no more left. I'm all out. I'm all out. I'm gonna have to get some water here at some point. Actually, let me do that right now. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Gonna stealth boy real back, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna crush this. Let's do it. Where's that stealth boy? And why I go stealth boy too? Sparkle's gonna have a message for you guys.
Hi, this is Sparkle, the legendary gamer dog. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the follow button, then go to your Twitch channel, then to chat, do a /Kismet, and if you really want to level up, press that subscribe button. Thanks and later, noobs.
Boom, I'm back just like that. Told you I'm pretty fast. I had to grab me some water. Right here. Grab me some water because I ran out of tea. Ran out of tea. Tea is terrible anyway. Terrible. But you got to do what you got to do when you're a streamer. Keep that voice going. All right. I think we got everything else. We got those coming in. We got everything working down here. Our book of laws almost coming up. Building our houses for our peeps. I don't know why those guys are always so hungry. They're always so hungry. Now we got a road over here on this side. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build another one of these cookhouses on this side as a test to get them to stop being hungry all the time. Maybe they can't reach the food or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and build that right there. That must be at least chilly inside to work. Well, we'll go ahead and just test that, let that run. All right, bam, this guy got there. Temporary settlement over here. The settlement seems to have been abandoned. It consists of several tidy wooden shacks that are now completely empty and an upright boulder stands at its center. Let's explore. Temporary settlement. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder, and on its rough planed surface, yep. On its rough planed surface, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive." The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planned face. That's a weird sentence. On its roughly planned face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City. We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood. Sites discovery, walled colony, fishing village." Let's go ahead and grab that wood, grab that core. All right. Again, another good time to save. go ahead and save as Ultimate Start 15. Let's do it. Resume. Let's see. Which one? Let's click on this one. A sizable settlement surrounded by a low wall made of stone, ice, and snow. No movement, no smoke. Fishing village. A small village on the shore of the frozen sea. The reflection is visible there. Could it be open water? Could be. Let's go to the walled colony. See what we can find there. Click on our guys first so we see our little green arrow. Off they go. How we doing here? Ooh, this guy's got a long way to go. Go do your stuff, bro. Go do your stuff. Now let's go over here and look here. Do we get our road in yet for this? Nope, still building that road, bro. Still building that road. Come on, build that road. Nope, something else coming up. Something's popping up somewhere. What was it? Oh, right over here. Book of Laws. Purpose. All right, so we did House of Prayer. Now we got two options. We got evening prayers. We shall meet and pray to warm not only our bodies but our souls. New ability: evening prayers, House of Prayer, Temple. Each use raises hope and lowers discontent. Over here in the shrines. Let's see. Praying at shrines will give people the strength they need to take an arduous task every day. New building: shrines. Shrines raise the hope of people working nearby. Shrines increase efficiency in nearby workplaces. So shrines are pretty awesome. Shrines are actually really great. They do increase the hope, and they also make them more efficient. Now, I've also going to get other things: House of Healing, Field Kitchens, which are pretty awesome. But also, if I want to go to the temple, which is another great one we're going to get to, I've got to go evening prayer. So again, tough decisions. Which one do you pick first? Now let's go ahead and look and see how many work buildings we have before we continue on. So we have got our wall drill here. We got a wall drill there. All right, these ones out here are just storage. Forget those. We have 2 steel works. So we want to put one down. We put one down here. We put down there. There's 2. Put one here, which is much like a steam hub. Does an area of effect. That'd be 3. And then over here we have another one. That'd probably be 4, and then maybe 5. Or if we can get this to overlap, put them in the middle, so on. Now they don't have any effect on the houses. I learned that the hard way, that they don't have any effect on the houses. And then of course we can put one over here as well. So we have that for shrine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other one. Again, if we want to get the big church, the temple, which also helps us reduce it, we can do that. Now normally I go toward the temple, right? But this time I'm going to do the shrine to see if that helps. Let's do it. And I have to build 3 shrines. And I've got massive ton of resources right now. Massive. They need to hurry up and build that up because we're hitting those maximums. But that's okay. We'll use them up with these shrines. So again, we'll put one right here. Notice it has that circle area effect. What's it affecting? So we can try to affect this way. So we need another one down here, right? So I like to affect this stuff up here. Again, it doesn't need to be all the way because it actually doesn't need to be all the way up toward the edge, right? Notice how you can go here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in. You're like, Kismet, zoom in so we can really see what you're doing. All right, I'm on it. So if you put it out there, it's kind of a waste. But if you move it in, right, you're still hitting that outside building. But then you might also hit potentially any other buildings in this direction, right? So it's usually better to put it like this, kind of inset from the outside edge. The outside edge is kind of a waste. Now again, right here, let's see if we can hit that. Yes, we got it. We're hitting that there. And then also what we're going to do is hit all this technology over here too, right? And we can see what it's hitting. We can get up, zoom up a little bit, and see that it's just hitting the technology. Now we can also try to get the food area, but if we go a little bit too far that way along this road, it's going to get the food area, but then it's not going to get the thing way out there. There we go. So we're going to get that, and then rotate again. Now what are we getting with this? We're getting those. It's showing us right now where the shrines already are, which is awesome. And then we can go ahead and bring our shrines in and try to get some of this other stuff. Again, we want to maximize it. Now, it takes a lot of resources to do this. And you need to watch your resources, but I have a massive amount of resources right now. So we'll just overlap those babies a little bit. There we go. And again, we're getting all of that now with our shrines. And let's go over here. Can we get this one right here, plus get all of this? Nope, not quite. Not quite. And I don't want to put it right here because it's too close to that one. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a nice road. Again, that's why I do middle row, so I can do some heaters, and then outer row, so I can do these shrines. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Or actually, let's wait for that to fill in first, then we'll keep going. Again, check our stuff. Book of Laws. Technology's almost done. Stuff there. Go. Technology done. Steam steel researched. All right, let's boost our steel production. So again, notice how the buildings have turned green. That's saying that I can upgrade those with the current thing that I have selected, which is over here, which is the steel steamworks. Using steam power to extract iron ore from deep deposits and process it quicker, delivering up to 70 steel per standard workday. So how much are we producing now? We're producing about I forget what it is in the thing. We can go look in the deck. It is 40. So it's going from 40 to 70, almost double. Almost double. So then we'll go ahead and update this one, so it's going to double that one. But guess what? It's also going to double this one too. So we're going to get double. They get the double, if you know what I'm talking about. In-N-Out Burger. I'm going to get me a double when I go out to San Jose for TwitchCon, hopefully. Those are so good. So good. You know, sometimes, you know, you can do a little bit of cheating. A little bit of cheat day on your trying to be good. Again, we got more people. We're at 15 people now who need some help. Let's go ahead now and really blast these guys with that help. Let's see how many we got. Less than an hour. Oh, we don't want to do that one. We don't want to do that one. That's not going to be very efficient. Over here, 13 hours, good. And we got room for them right now. These guys, they got 12 hours. Let's boost them. They got boosted. They got boosted. These guys less than an hour, no biggie. Again, we've got 15 people not working right now. That's very inefficient to have your people not working. All right, who else we got? What else we got next? Heating. How are we looking on our heat situation? We got cold coming in a while. How's our looking here? Looking okay. We got it on overdrive. We're going to have to turn that overdrive off eventually. But if we go up to the next level, it's going to cost us more steam, right? Our market is going to cost us, going to give us more steam. It's going to cost us more coal. So it's going to cost us more coal if we go up to that steam level 2. But we have the ability to, right over here. We can also bring up our steam hub range, which means it's going to heat more buildings as well, or improved heaters to heat individual buildings, which is going to cost us more coal. We got resources we can choose from. We can upgrade those and insulate those. And we can also work on our infirmary, our houses. We can make those stronger. But you know what I want to do? I want to make the factory. That's right. We're going to do the factory and get that going on. Now, you need at least one steam core to make your factory. So that's why we're waiting for those steam cores to get back. Let's go ahead and work on that factory, and I'll show you why that factory is awesome. And again, now we got everything going. We got our research going. We got that going. Our peeps are hungry, but good. There we go. The rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started to visit the house of prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be start of something special. It seems they really need a proper place of worship. Awesome. Now again, we need to check our worship. Is it cooled down yet? Nope. Cooldown's in another couple days. So we're bringing our hope up and our discontent down. Looking good, looking good. Now we're putting those shrines in, and we weren't able to quite put the next shrine in. Let's take a look at it because we forward time a little bit. And let's see if they've got that road in. Look, they got that road in now. And right now, this one looks like it's hitting that one, but it's not. See how, let's zoom in on it. See how this one does not have a white outline, but this one does. And I had this problem in the very beginning. I thought this was being heated because this thing was touching it, right? Because this was touching this. This like a little circle touching this. No. This is actually being heated because you can tell because the white outline. The white outline is telling you whether it's being heated or not, and this one is not. So we've got to put another, or this in this case, this is actually shrine, but either heated or shrine, either way, it's got to have that white outline. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go this way a little bit. We're gonna go so we can get that one, but also we can try to get some other stuff. Now, by the way, notice how it actually affects those coal mines and stuff, which is kind of cool. So again, we'll try to maximize our distance. There we go, get a boost to that. And again, we'll look and see what's being hit. And we'll come back and we'll try to get these last little buildings here. And I'm going to try to overlap it ever so slightly. if we can, kind of, you know, if we go this way, then this one's not being done. If we move back, we see the white outline, so we're getting that one. But we also have an overlap in case we add more stuff. There we go. And again, let's go ahead and look in the inner area. Let's get our shrines. We want to maximize our shrine usage, but we don't want to waste it. Look right here. We actually have the shrines actually help our medical buildings as well, which this is why I think this is completely OP. Because these shrines just give you an insane amount of boost, and the cost of these shrines are really low. It's like 10 wood and 10 steel, so you might as well just put a crazy ton of these down and try to get maximum coverage of your entire city. But I'm going to go ahead and just try to see if I can get that coverage right here for later in the game. We're gonna utilize all of that later in the game, so I need to think about how efficient that is. Let's go look on this side. Let's go ahead and try to get this inner area here. Notice how we've already got that outer area, so we can use the secondary ring to get here. So let's go ahead and go. We're getting that fighting thing. There we go. And then again, now this is going to be kind of overlapping the church area here, but that's okay. That's okay. We can get that going. I'm going to go ahead and try to get as much of this as we can. This one actually probably be better. That one actually be probably better out here, because it's not really having any great effect in there. It's only hitting this, right? And it's hitting this. But you know what? Maybe we want to get this, right? Maybe we want to get that and make sure we've got a complete coverage all the way around. There we go. Again, over here, looking good. And we can try to get that covered. Now, you can always move these later, by the way. You can always move these later. But I got a massive amount of wood right now, and I need to go ahead and clear it here. And again, don't take that wrong, people. Don't take that wrong for you dirty mind peeps in the chat. I know there's a few of you. I know there's a few of you. So let's go ahead and start making our rings now, right? So we've got that ring there. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do this inner ring. So when our people are idle, when they're not doing anything, they can go in and make this. And it's a perfect time to do this right now, is to start to fill in your rings when they have nothing to do. That means that later on, when you need them to be doing something, and you need them to be doing something, but they're not, they'll already have all of these rings done. So I like to do that. Now, normally I only do the first two, but I feel like in this playthrough, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and run as much of this as we can, just to get that beautiful like this. Now, eventually we're going to have to add some more churches and whatnot, but we'll just go ahead and make it beautimous, like so. And then we've already run that ring all the way around, and then we have an outer ring here. Yeah, these, you know, while they're doing nothing, they should be building some roads, right? Building some roads out here. And you're like, Kismet, you're going to waste those resources. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Look at this beautiful design. Way ahead of time. We're on day 11, and we're just making something of beauty. Something, look at that. Look at that dead hit right there, right? Uh-oh, Kismet, wait a minute. You screwed up. You screwed up. How do you fix it? How do you fix it? Well, you get this thing right here, this red thing, this dismantle street. You're like, oh, man, that was awesome. You went right and hit it, but, oh, man, you're going to screw up your rows. You're going to screw up your rows. You're absolutely right. Let's go back. Let's take it out. Let's put it... Oh, wait. What does it do it? What does it do it? Kismet, why does it do that? Well, it tries to line you up to points like this. So I want to point that out to you guys. It does do that. So what you do is you just do a little bit, like so, a little bit again, and then, of course, make sure you put that around the corner like this, and make sure we got it all the way in there. And then it's going to kind of zigzag around there. It's going to make some beautiful concentric circles, and my peeps will have plenty to do while they're standing around waiting for something to do, which they don't have really anything to do other than to stand around and wonder what the heck I'm doing at nighttime. Now, again, I have no people are idle. You don't have to have people idle for them to build. They build at certain times of the day. And if you missed that earlier, let's just go over that one more time. Let's go back in here. Way back there. Let's see. Where is it? Where's that time thing? Where is that time thing? There it is. Day and night cycle. All right. So again, they wake up at 6, right? Or At 12 a.m., they sleep from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Then from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., they have like 2 hours there where they have free time or they build, right? Anytime they have free time, they actually build stuff. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., work time, or if you make it go longer, 8 to 8 p.m. And then again, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., they have free time, or again, it'd be 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. They have free time, and during those free times, that's when they build. So if they're just standing around doing nothing, they might as well build me some streets, right? You know what I'm talking about? Talking about up in here. All right, speaking of streets, we get this street done over here yet? We have. This is up and running. Awesome. Up and running. Now, I need some workers to send out my peeps. So, again, I'm going to have to scalp some workers from somewhere. Where can I get them? And now, I need actual workers and not engineers. So, can I get them from food? Probably not a good idea. Maybe over here, I can get it from this. Let's close this building down. Right here. Let's go ahead and grab 5 peeps from there. Again, let's see how our heat is. Let's turn the heat on for those guys. So, those guys have got a little bit of heat. Now, another thing we can do is we can also work on our heat all the way around our city. So we're going to work on that in just a moment. But let's go ahead and get these guys going first. How many? Oh, I need 10. Dash Rider coming in with a host. Thank you so much for that host. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody hanging out here in the stream today. Let me catch up on the stream, on the chat. Kismet, I saw your workshops are chilly. Is that intentional, like saving a coal or something? Yes, that's intentional, Red Cap. I do try to keep them to be chilly for now because I do have enough medical to kind of counteract that right now, but I will actually up that in just a bit when I go full coal. I'll go full coal production, and then I will actually turn all of that on. So again, I try to save resources. Also, sometimes you can turn down the range setting, which will reduce your resources, your steam level, and you'll see me do that. Like, it'll get warmer. When it gets warmer up there, I could actually turn my steam level down, right? If I have enough warmth to keep them going, right? And I try to keep it comfortable, right? You try to keep them at a yellow part here. Now, I use my overdrive nearly every time. I use it all the time to try to keep these people from getting sick. Now, out here, I'm also going to leave these chilly, like my workshops. And actually, I could move these guys over here, which I'm going to do in a minute so you can see that. But these guys right here are chilly. And I'm going to move these guys out of this one, right? And move them over here temporarily. Now, the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to put some heat in along here. Now, I could just leave them there if I want, but you want to consolidate your people down into a heat zone. Right, now these guys right here, by the way, these guys should be boosting my research, but I don't know how to see that. I don't know how to see it. Now I go in here and it says the kids are working in here, right, and all of that, but of course it's nighttime, so you can't really tell. I don't know if you have to put this building by this or that building just has to be anywhere in the city. I have not discovered that yet, and that's part of the fun of playing games. So again, I can just go like this, say, you know what, bro, out of there you go. Out of there you go. Let's move you over here. Like that. Now I got my heater off, so I'm going to turn my heater on, like so. And then they're going to be warmer over here, so I'm going to try to consolidate it over here, make it warmer there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it to a whole nother level, and I'm going to go ahead and take this heat and drop it in there right behind them here, right? Or I can go in front of them, but I've already got some heat going from over here, right? So I want to overlap it enough so all my peeps are being warmed, right? But not enough that I'm overlapping too much. Now I can do it over here, which is going to help beyond the back here. But that's really not that good. Actually, you should put it out here or put it in somewhere in between where it's just touching and it's overlapping. You can do a little bit of that, right? So you have to kind of adjust that road so you're getting that overlap. I try to do as best I can with what I've got, right? And I like to just put them out here and then put them in this inside or put them on this side. Now this is going to help me with my houses later too, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this inside. Make sure I'm getting all of them. Right there. And again, we'll do some heat. Oh, wait a minute. Don't have enough steel. So we've got to wait for some steel. But at least that will heat those guys up. Plus I'll turn our heaters on. It'll be fine. But then, of course, what it's going to do is it's going to bring up my coal consumption over here, which my coal consumption is fine. but I don't like to overdo it, right? And in just a minute, by the way, my temperature is going to rise. So again, if you want to reduce the amount of people that are ill, you can go ahead and bring that temperature up as best you can in all of your stuff, right? So we're going to come back, we're going to do heaters as we get more and more steel, and then we'll turn that on to try not to overload our coal production, right? You can get away with it. As you got enough healing, you'll be fine. I could have turned on that and did coal first. Now again, there's no one way to play the game. I could have done it 5 different ways, right? I could have did it 5 different ways. I could have went heavy coal and then turned on all my heaters. Or in my case, I like to do engineering and then just keep the heat a little bit lower in the beginning of the game, because you can get away with a lot of stuff in the beginning of the game when it's only -40. I know, only, right? You can get away with a lot of stuff just leaving it a little bit more chilly, but later in the game, that's when you have to really have a lot of resources, a lot of coal, a lot of stuff to keep your stuff going. All right, great question, by the way. Let's give him 500 Kiz Caps for that awesome question to Rad Caps. Red Caps. Sorry, Kismet chat, I have to go now, but I'll leave the stream open. It's almost 6 a.m. over here, and I have to go to work in a couple hours. Love your stream, Kismet. See you tomorrow, and all the chat as well. See you, Sarge. Thanks for hanging out, buddy, and thanks for that extra above and beyond support, leaving the stream up. I do appreciate that. That does help me here in the stream. I do appreciate it. Another mega stream, Kismet. I don't think I can handle it, this party. Oh, man, we're going. We're going. Now, again, we're going to play some Fallout 4 eventually here. We are doing really good on this. We're at day 12. We're going to crush this. We're going to crush it. Let's do it. Daz Rider saying hi in the chat. Newski saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. I love to see that. I love to see that in my chat. Again, let's stay focused, everybody. Let's stay focused. We need 20 steel now. We've used up the steel. Oh, wait. Maybe we could undo. Maybe we could take out the heater that we put down, the steam hub, cancel that, and come back, and then now have enough steel to do that. So another reason why I'm not putting my heaters down yet is because I don't have enough steel. Now I need workers. Right now I've got 5, so I need to scalp 5 more workers from somewhere. So I don't want to take it from my iron though. Right, this is my steam steel works. Right now I have a good amount of coal, so I can go ahead and try to scalp those people from there, and I'll just shut that down for now. Or maybe I should shut this down for now, right? Wait a minute, hold on. Let's put those peeps back in there, and let's go ahead and shut this down instead, because the coal thumper is producing at maximum a certain amount, but the coal mine produces more than that. We want to let that run. So we're going to go ahead and grab these guys out of here. We got those going at maximum. Maybe we'll put a few guys in here. That's still going to give us 12. And again, now we got 10 peeps out and about. Okay, so now we've got some resources that we can tap into. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with Winterhome and send this guy out here. I've never done that after I've taken all the resources. I've never done the wood collection from Winterhome, but I'm going to at the beginning of the game, and then eventually I'm going to switch it. I'm going to switch it in another way. Research, make sure we're always researching something, doing our factory right now, looking sharp. We're hurting for steel. Let's go ahead and see. We got the stuff building out here, looking nice. Resource depots. Now we've used up a lot of that wood, so we don't really need the resource depot right now, but we're going to need them again here in a minute. We're going to need them here in a minute. And again, I used up a lot of my steel to do that as well. Get those people happy. Get those people feeling bad. Now my hope's going down. My discontent's going down, which is good. Again, second this comes up. Nope. Waiting for that. How are we looking here? Good. So a lot of our hope is going up because we basically reached all of our discontents going down, and our hope is going up because we just reached a massive amount of people. They gained some more followers though, and we're at 27 now. But what happened was, oh, we got some people not working. We got some people not working. Let's put them back in there. Boom. Wait a minute. Say, oh, that's the shrine there. Waiting for workers. Again, we got the shrine all the way over there. Now, which one do we want to boost? We don't have enough. We don't have enough people to boost those right now. So yeah, they're still under construction. Do we get one done yet, so you guys can see what it looks like? Here it is. All right. So here we've got passive effects right here. Shrines raise the spirits of people in the nearby workplaces so they work more efficiently and more helpful. So how can we tell how well they're working? We can hold down Option. We can see exactly how they're working, how efficient they are. Oh, wait a minute. I can't see it because it's nighttime. They're not working. They're not working. They're all in there. I'm not making them work 24s. It's going to blow. Oh, no. We made a mistake. We made a mistake. We let it run too long, and I'm going to blow it up on purpose for you guys. Send a child to fix it. Use a steam core to fix it, or we can do it, right? I'm going to say we can do it. The generator will blow. Our city will die. We can't do it. Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it, everybody. I can't send my people to die. I just can't do it, man. I can't send them to die. I can't do it. I can't make the choice. Let's blow it up. Hey, glow balls, we're blowing it up. By the way, when I was AFK, I took a bite of my sandwich. That's why you save. All right, everybody, let's see some rips in the chat. Take a quick bite. Chew quicker, Kismet. There we go. So here it is. This is what happens if your generator explodes. Now, I do it on purpose so you guys can see it. The generator has exploded. If you let it go too long, it will explode, and that's it. Game over. Without the heat and steam power from the generator, the infrastructure of the city quickly grinds to a halt. People survive for a while, but soon they run out of things that can't be... Soon they run out of things that can be burned to keep them warm. One after another, they all freeze to death. Now, again, this is why you save. Now, if you took a long time between the last time you saved, you're in trouble. But again, this is why I save. Now, I've also got an auto-save, and I'm going to show you guys a bit about saving and loading and auto-saving. It auto-saved actually a bit after what we were doing, right? So it's actually your auto-save is the closest one. So we're going to go ahead and see the auto-save, and we'll load. I love auto-save because sometimes I forget to save for a while, and then we have to back up. And then you have to figure out, when you back up, if you go back too far, you have to figure out what the heck you were doing at that time, right? Now, what was I doing at this time? I've got my factory going. I've got my book of laws going, right? But those are still going. Did I pick my most recent thing in book of laws? Did I pick shrines? I did pick shrines, okay? I'm showing you a bit about how to back up in the game if you do it. Okay, we're still building these over here. We've got our sawmill, but nothing's going on in the sawmill. Right now, actually, I got the sawmill heater on for no reason. So we actually found a mistake that we can undo there. We've got this. We know that we want to send these guys out, but well, hold on. We got to take that heater out. So it saved it right when I put that heater in. I don't think we... did we build that other steam hub yet? Where is it? Thought I built it over here somewhere. Where did I build it? Thought I took it out. Okay, if you can't find your steam hubs, here's what you do. You go under tech, you roll over steam hubs, and they'll highlight. See that? Right there, see how they're flashing white? That's where they are. So the one that's under construction is the one that's over here, which is kind of hard to find. So I'll click on that and I'll cancel that. There we go. Now we've got our steel back. Now we can go ahead and assemble our crew again. We got 10 there that we need. And again, we're going to go in here. We're going to pull some workers out of here. And that's going to give us up to 10. There we go. Pull those workers out of there. We probably pulled them from somewhere else before. I don't remember. But there we go. We've got 11. Oh, no, we already got our guys going. Look, we already got them going. We already got them going because that didn't seem right because I remember I had more before. So let's go ahead and do another one. Oh, wait a minute. We can't do another outpost team because we don't have another building to support it. So what we want to do is we want to go in and build another one so we can have another outpost team whenever we need it. Now, we don't need one right now, but we're going to need one in a minute. And we're going to try to preemptively get out there and do it. But we can't do it because we have 45 steel, right? Or we need 45 steel. So We already got our peeps running out. We kind of figured out where we had left off. Let's go ahead and put all these guys back in here. Let's put these guys in here. Let's take a look at to make sure our heaters are on. They are on. Let's go back over here and look at our thing. Did we move our people? We did move our people. We've got that on. So we're good. Now again, we could put that heat in there, but what we really want to do, and there's a cookhouse out here. Let's turn that on. What we really want to do instead of doing that, and sometimes when you fail and you back up, it's actually a better thing. You actually can do it more efficient because you might have learned something along the way. Like if I put down heaters right now, it's not going to be effective as getting my other one going, my other search group or resource group, and then sending them out right away. Because I'm already thinking 5 or 6 steps ahead, up to 10 steps ahead of what I need to do next, right? And when you're playing hard mode, that's what hard modes are all about. Thinking really, really far ahead. So we need to do 45 here. Our hope is doing okay. It's going up. We've got all of our shrines in place. They're being built. Let's go ahead and run that. There we go. Our shrines are kicking in. Peeps are getting sick or being helped. There we go. Let's take a look again. Let's see if we can boost our sick people. 10 hours. I say we just go for it. I say we just go for it. Give them some extra food because we got plenty of food now. How about over here? About 21 hours. Boost all of those guys too. What the heck? There's not many in there, so it's not really super efficient. That's less than 1 hour. I'm not boosting that one. And I can't boost it anyway. It's on cooldown. 2 days. Wow. Okay. Now let's see if it's really long, like 2 days. Let's go ahead and boost those extra rations. It cuts it down by an entire day. An entire day. 24 hours I just cut it down. So obviously when they first go in there is that when you want to boost it to get the most out of that boost. Now again, we need to remember, I'm not going to forget this time because I did it on purpose last time to run the generator out. But let's go ahead and turn the overdrive off. But that's going to bring our discontent up. It's going to make our people more sick right here because we got to turn that overdrive off because we just don't have the steam power to keep it going. And we're going to fix that problem here in just a moment by 2 ways. One, the temperature is going to go up. And 2, we can go ahead and upgrade our generator. And basically, I don't really need to upgrade it right now. I'm using my engineers to keep my people nice and well. All right, here we go. These guys are over here. We found some survivors in the exile colony. Dying exiles. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they may die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City with food and fuel running out. We sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Yankees? Who you calling Yankees? Rob them of their supplies. How cold-hearted are you, man? Just rob them of their supplies. That's messed up. Messed them up. Okay, now these guys are gravely ill. So we're gonna run those back to our city. We're gonna have some gravely ill people. So we gotta be thinking about, well, okay, what's next? We took the exiles to our city, right? So that dude's gonna walk those exiles back. Hopefully a lot of them make it. Notice here we're doing resources. Here this guy's still making his way out here to get the rest of that. It's okay. He's got time. He's got time to get that done, at least a little bit of time. So now we need to be thinking in a whole nother mode. Uh-oh, we're gonna have people coming our way who are going to be sick, right? And we've got this thing right here called the infirmary. Allows us to build infirmaries. An infirmary is a steam-heated infirmary with 10 beds. The sick are treated faster than in the medical posts, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. Now, we've got 5 fusion cores up there. We're absolutely crushing it. We've got an infirmary, so it treats 20 people instead of just... treats 20 people instead of just 5. Or is it 20 people or is it 10 people? It's 10 people. It treats 10 people instead of 5. There we go. Double as much. But it does cause a core, right? So that is a high cost, but very worth it. We're going to go ahead and try that next. Let's go ahead and wait for this. How are we doing on our factory? Oh, man, we're not very far in it. Not very far. We definitely need some more engineers up in this place. More engineers up in this zone. All right, look at this. Look at this. It's getting nice and warm again. Yay! Happy times are here again. Dee, 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 dee. It's warm again. It's warm again. Now, if it ever goes orange, I turn that sucker off, bro. If it ever goes orange and I have something turned on there other than the child shelter, I guess I could turn that down and turn this down. But this one doesn't have a heater and this one does, right? Same thing here. Child shelter. Where's my other child shelter? Over here. Turn that down. But again, this one has a heater, so this one's heating it. Let's see what happens if we let it go down. Gonna let it run a little bit. Just fine. So we can reduce our coal usage by turning those down. How about over here at the steelworks? Let's turn that down. All right, we don't need the steelworks on right now. How are we looking over here? Those we need to leave on because they're at livable. I don't like to go below livable. Let's turn that down there. And then over here, let's turn these down because the temperature's now gone up. And now is the best time to start to save your resources because it's going to start getting really, really harsh up in here. It's going to get harsh. Very, very harsh. All right, how are we looking? We got everything else going. Everything that we can do, we're doing. And now let's go ahead and save again because now we're doing better. US Ultimate Start number 14. There we go. Now, by the way, if you do make too many save games, I would delete those save games out after you're done with that playthrough. Good evening, Kismet. What's up, Calamal? Glowing Ball saying hello in the chat. I meant to say big hi. Oh, there you go. Everybody say hello. Look at that hello in the chat. Look at all those hellos in the chat. As you can see, we're mega streaming tonight. Welcome, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Settle in. You're like, Kismet, you're not playing Fallout 4, bro. You're not playing Fallout 4. Nope. We made a vote on the stream. We said, okay, we want to do Fallout 4 or do we want to mega stream this and then do some Fallout 4 at the end? The vote was to continue doing this, mega stream this until we finish, which we are. And I'm just going to keep going. Right now, I've gone for nearly 8 hours. So we're going to mega stream all night long. And we will play some Fallout 4. We absolutely will. If I have to go 15, 20 hours, then I will do it. Because once I make a promise, I try to come through on it as best I can. And we're going to make it happen. Let's keep going. Let's keep going on this. Looking good. Cut ahead. Let's go. Now, people are happy. Now, again, notice that I used that overdrive just long enough to keep my people happy, to keep their discontent down, and then it got warmer, and then I reduced all of that stuff, so they're good. People are hungry. What the heck? I got tons of food. Why are you not eating the foods? Let's go ahead and shift some people over here. I'm going to actually take this cookhouse out over there. I'm going to put this cookhouse in over here. I don't just know people can't get to the food. I don't know why they're always so hungry, despite the fact that I have a massive amount. Maybe I need another cookhouse on top of that. Maybe I need a fourth cookhouse. All right, our Book of Laws is back up again. Now, again, there's, by the way, you don't have to just do this. You can actually go back to adaptation and continue to do adaptation over here, too. Right? Like, one of the things I could do right now is care house. So those people who are coming back will get a lot of care, right? And how many people we got coming back? Is it more than we can do in the infirmary? Let's look. We got 35 and 19 on the way back. So that might be more people than I can do in that infirmary if I can research it in time. So maybe instead of jumping straight into purpose and worrying about those guys and doing evening prayers or field kitchens, I can, or any other thing, I can go ahead and do that. But wait a minute. There's something even cooler. There's something even cooler than the infirmary that I can use right now before I add the infirmary later, and that is this fantastic OP thing. Shh, don't tell the developers. Don't tell them. Don't tell no developers. It reminds me of that Microsoft guy. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Put a 1 in the chat if you know that Microsoft guy that just goes, developers, and he's like all sweaty and stuff. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. I think he's like the president of the company now. That's embarrassing. Oh, well, you know, you do embarrassing stuff in life. I've done plenty of embarrassing stuff, so I guess it isn't that bad. All right, I'm going to take another bite of my thing here while we mill over whether we should do House of Healing. Oh, man. That Cracker Barrel burger, good. That's double thumbs up. It's really cold right now, but gotta do what you gotta do when you're streaming. All right, new building, House of Healing. Let's talk about House of Healing and why it's so fantastic and why it's so crazy OP. The whole faith line is like OP. It's awesome. House of Healing. The faithful working in the House of Healing will not only heal the sick, but also pray for them, giving them hope. New building, House of Healing. The House of Healing doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. All hope patients. Now let me just back up there. Let me just back up a second. Now this is not something you have to research. This is not a research technology. This is part of your laws, right? Your laws that you put down. And let's read the most important part of that entire thing over there that we read, right? The most important part is it treats the gravely ill. We have gravely ill coming back. The House of Healing treats gravely ill. So this is the one we want. Let's get it, baby. Boom! Rocking this playthrough. Blowing it up. Better than ever. Best playthrough ever. Let's crush it. House of Healing. Now, how many of these suckers we're going to need? I don't know, and I don't care. Oh!
The final
That's you again. Game Killer. Oh my gosh, you are on the ball today. Give him his 1,000 Kiz Caps back, mods. By the way, anytime there's two mods going at the same time, anytime somebody redeems a sound, the other mod, because mods can't give themselves points, the other mod refund whatever they use because they get free use of my sounds. So give Game Killer back his 1,000 Kiz Caps and then give him another 1,000 Kiz Caps on top of that for absolutely crushing that today. I mean, you're crushing it, bro. So there we go. So we got it right at the first 4 hours, and then now we're going to do another 4-hour cut right now. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please do me a favor. Please take a moment. I work very, very hard. I work so hard to get these videos up on YouTube. I work very, very hard to make my stream the best stream ever, to bring this kind of content to you guys. So I need you to go up and press that subscribe button, or if it's down here, it's over there. I'll give you a moment. I'll give you a moment. Hold on. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to have a little bit of my burger. And I'll give you a moment to press that subscribe button. Oh my gosh, my burger's falling apart. I just totally screwed up my burger. I broke my burger. I broke my burger. You know why I fixed my broken burger? Go press that subscribe button. Good burger. All right, thanks. Watch for the next one. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.